Welcome back to another episode of the Clappy and Frank Show. We have today the most famous Chabad influencer, hands down, in the world.
I thought it was you, Clappy.
The Tefillin ambassador, Yossi Farro. I'm going to call him Rabbi Yossi Farro. Just to let you know that I was in a taxi in Israel 2 weeks ago. Exactly 2 weeks ago. My wife and I, my son, were in the taxi. And the guy says, Ata Chabad? Now, I don't know what gave it away, that my wife is pretty and that I'm all bushy with a dirty shirt, untucked. I don't know what's going on, the usual Chabad. See the guy's coming out of the aisle. The guy is short, fat, 900 pounds, ripped pants, and the girl looks like a supermodel. Anyways, he's Ata Chabad. So he says, Ata makir Yossi Farro? And he starts showing me like every video, every Twitter, every Facebook. You have Israeli taxi drivers, not to judge, the guy did not look from at all. And he's like, remember I called you?
Yes,
You're like, what do you want? The most requests ever come to have Yossi Farro on the show. It's been in the making for 42 weeks. Your schedule is crazy. I know busy shluchim have to raise $50 million for a project. We have very important people on the show. Last night you were in Canada. This afternoon you're flying to Mexico. Monday you have a power lunch with a couple of billionaires in Chicago. And then you're back to Mexico for the weekend. So you have to understand, guys, we tried getting him on for months. He's very difficult to track
Clappy,
down.
You're making that up.
There's nothing I made up.
You were going after him for months?
Months. I stopped him in the street. Remember when I stopped you on 47th? And what did you do? You flipped the camera and you started interviewing me. You interviewed the interviewer.
Oh, 100%. And we got you a podcast through our interview.
Oh, with the great Sam Stern.
Yep.
Right, that was your idea. You planted it.
The next day,
You
called him.
watched the episodes?
Of course, beginning till end.
Fellow Pesach friend.
I know him a lot better than just Pesach. I'm saying he's like an uncle. We're going to because of your podcast. I'm going to Kazakhstan with him
For Chaf for the Rebbe's Father's Yard
Yeah,
site.
you inspired me.
Yes,
you guys inspired me.
Are you paying or they're paying you? What was the deal?
I actually have to book my flight. Well, I'm gonna have
You
to
have to
figure
pay?
that out.
Oh
What?
my God. You have to pay? An influencer like you, they should be
I don't consider
comping
myself
you,
an influencer.
business class, and pay you all on top.
No, but the opposite. Sam was saying how it's a schus to be able to pay.
So you bought in.
I bought it, yeah.
Yossi, as people often, especially entrepreneurs, are always looking for money, funding. Obviously, your way is with your tefillin. But if we could start off the show and saying, give us 3 tips, even though we do like the middle end, how to meet and able to pitch very affluent, famous business people.
Okay, one thing I'm going to say to start off that not everybody does, but you guys do amazing, is put yourself out there. Put yourself online. Like yesterday I was at an office. They manage like several $1 billion. They have a big fund. I'm like, are you guys on Twitter? They're like, no. I'm like, what is this? How are you guys going to make a living without being on Twitter? And the head of the fund said, okay, I'm gonna open up a Twitter or whatever. Mirz Hashem, I'm going to get him into it. But like, I was walking into dinner last night, and this kid, I put on tefillin. I got there a few minutes early, so my father said, get there a few minutes early. Maybe you'll get some tefillin. I ended up getting 4 tefillin while I was waiting for my parents to get there. And
so you're saying be on social media?
Oh, 100%. And the guy's like, I want to go meet Bill Ackman. I said, why should Bill Ackman want to meet you? He's like, you didn't have an answer. So I said, go think good reasons why he should want to meet you. Put yourself online. He's like, I like the way he puts himself online, puts himself out there. I'm like, yeah, you like it, but you don't follow him. You let him do it, then you don't do it yourself. You have nothing to lose. He has a lot to lose, and he does it. Why don't you do it? That's one thing. Another thing is persistence. Persistence is one of the most important things, like following up. And I had a call this morning with this guy, Joe Lonsdale, who founded Palantir. And how did I get to him? I literally commented on his Twitter, let's wrap the film together. He said, sure. Got his number, sent him a text. He put me on an email with his assistant. And we set up, and he said, email her for a time. And I emailed her. He said, reach out in 2 weeks. I reached out. Reach out again. Finally, I reach out. And it's like a couple days before. She said, sorry, his schedule got too busy. I'm like, okay, whatever. He was coming to Miami for 1 day. I was living in Miami at the time. I'm like, okay. So then the night, I don't check my email. I have a thing, I don't do emails. Emails is for the chashuv people. I'm a simple person. I use text, I use WhatsApp, I use Instagram, Twitter. I don't use email. For whatever reason, I had a hergish to check my email that day. Checked my email. She wrote 15 minutes just opened up in his schedule and he's able to meet you. And I ended up rapping tefillin with him, and it was amazing. But like, it was just like the follow up. And then on the email point, I got invited to one of our, I don't know, these days people are saying he's good, he's bad, whatever. The vice president, J.D. Vance. I got invited to his house for Hanukkah. And
By the way, that's a very controversial name to mention today.
whatever, I don't follow politics. I wouldn't.
Oh,
know.
so you have nothing to do with politics.
No, not my Indian.
Could you quote you did a post about his new name. What'd you say what'd you put on your WhatsApp status?
I don't know what I wrote about.
Off the record?
I'm trying to remember. I know lately J.D. Vance has been associating himself with some really not
So
cool
maybe
people.
it was Ashkacha Pratis.
No, I'm just saying he's not Jewish, but I'm saying you didn't rap tefillin. You didn't rap tefillin with J.D.
Last
Vance.
time I was actually in the White House, I met his chief of staff, a Yid, very proud Yid. But I got invited to his house, and I didn't see the email. They followed up again and again. They followed up 3 times to invite me to his house. Ashkacha Pratis. I didn't. I guess I didn't.
So you met the guy. Did you get the guy already?
Who, JD?
The guy that keeps emailing you about coming to his house to put on tefillin.
Was
The 15
JD
minutes.
Vance.
Oh, the 15-minute slot was J.D. Vance?
Oh, no, the 50-minute slot was the founder of Palantir, Joe
Right.
Lonsdale.
So did you meet him already?
Joe? Twice already. We just had a third call. He just invited me to his house in Austin.
So he's ready. He's a rapper.
Oh, for sure.
The Rebbe started.
The Rebbe's a mensch.
The Lubavitch Rebbe started the Tefillin campaign. I mean, Hashem started the Tefillin campaign 5,000 years ago, but the Lubavitch Rebbe made this huge Tefillin campaign.
You know who's the first person to do it?
We just finished the sentence.
Yeah, go ahead.
In
Sorry.
1967, the lead up to the 6-Day War, where Israel was like the most victorious war they ever had in 75 years. And the Rebbe said that by putting on tefillin with people, you're making the strength of the soldiers to have strength and power. So the Rebbe wants that every Jewish person in the world, not only Yossi Farro, should convince all Jewish males over the age of 13 to wrap tefillin every single day, except for Shabbos and Yom Tif. There's famous jokes where the guy told the rabbi he puts on tefillin once a year, only on Yom Kippur, when you're not allowed to put on tefillin on Shabbos, Yom Tif, Chol Hamoed. At least Chabad doesn't do Chol Hamoed, etc. But you are taking the tools, the modern day tools of 2026, and you're making tefillin into not only like, oh, let's go into the lunch cafeteria for a minute and wrap tefillin. You're taking the most influential people in the entire world, the 30 trillion, billion, business world, billion-dollar bankers, and you're saying, no, come on Twitter, come on Facebook, come on social media, and put on tefillin. And I believe you're having much more power than every shliach or head shliach or biggest guy in the Heicha Fensters, not taking this to anybody, because you're getting the everyday guy to put on the regular people.
Oh, Yossi, what's your...
Why? Because they see you putting it on with the most influential people. Now they also all want to do it. So tell me, how did you realize...
Clive, you saying everyday people or only fancy people he's doing it with?
No, he's getting everyday people know that it's a cool thing because they see him doing it with the trillionaires.
On Tuesday, I was in Toronto and I rapped with 137 people.
Wow.
You rapped 137 people. Could you qualify for the Guinness World Records?
The rabbi put out a flyer and invite everyone in his community. Yossi Farro is coming to rap tefillin at 6 a.m. We did it between 6 and 9 a.m. Shout out to Rabbi Meir Dubrovsky. 137 people came out.
Buried
at
his brother-in-law?
Yeah, coming out to come rap tefillin.
What percent recognize you?
What do you mean?
How many of the guys that knew you or knew of you?
137?
Yeah. What'd you get?
At least 100.
100 knew of you. Well, that's cool.
He's humble. Only 100.
But you're the first person, I believe, to make tefillin cool, right, Yossi?
I mean, I think tefillin has always been cool. Like it's a known thing. Tefillin's a cool thing to do. I guess when I got started, before I even actually did business people, I was doing like celebrities, like actors, rappers, influencers, and so basically, I was in yeshiva in LA when I was 18 years old, and yeshiva Sarah
Founding story.
Yeah. So I was in yeshiva Sarah Chanan. I tell the Rosh all the time. I was his Talmud Movak. How much founding do you want to go? Because it started in early.
I like this story. I'll tell you the story. You're in California by the Rosh.
Okay, so I was there for 2 years of Zal. So Shirav Zal, the Rosh, I became like his favorite Talmud. He gave me more attention than the whole yeshiva combined.
He saw what was coming.
Yeah, he gave me a lot of attention. He would have me sitting next to him by davening every day, and he would call my parents, giving them nachas settles every other day, to the extent where he asked my parents maybe find him a new yeshiva for next year. And my parents are like, yeah, I think he's good there. Then he called him again with the suggestion, and another time. Finally, it was more than just a suggestion. Thank God, with the help of Rabbi Farkash and Rabbi Ben Shimon, I was able to stay in the yeshiva another year. But I can't. I did the math in my head. The more time I spent in yeshiva, the higher chance he's going to try kicking me out of yeshiva. So I decided I'm going to go every day. I love Mitzrayim. I've always loved Mitzrayim. I decided I'm going to go every.
For those that don't know, Mitzrayim is outreach, Jewish outreach.
So I decided I'm going to go every day on Mitzrayim. So lunch is an hour. So I would do an extended lunch, like 3 hours. Every day for 3 hours, I'd go on Mitzrayim. And on Fridays, I would go to the high school. We wrap like film with like 40, 50 guys. So I started one day, my friends invited me to go to a football game. I think it was the Chargers or something like that. Is that the LA team?
I don't know anything about sports.
Yes.
I just know, go Knicks! Can't tell you a single player. Go Knicks!
So my friends invited me to go to a football game. It was my first ever time going to a football game. And went to a game. I got 8 tefillin there, 3 karkaftas.
Karkafta, somebody that never put on phone in his life.
I got 3 karkaftas. The game was amazing.
I'm taking over your translation job.
I did a video, and during the touchdown, while they were doing the last touchdown to win the game, we were rapping tefillin with the guy for the first time, whatever. But I didn't have a social media at the time, so my friends were telling me on the way back, you should open up an Instagram and a Twitter and whatever. So I said, why not? So I opened it up. The next day, every morning, I would go daven by Rabbi Yossi Horowitz. You know Rabbi Yossi?
He has ALS. He's
Lou Gehrig's
suffering
disease.
for like 20. He has it for many years.
Yeah, 15 years. Yeah, a lot of years.
Wow.
10, 15
You
years.
should have a refuah shlema.
Amen. So Rabbi Yossi's a big inspiration to me. He's very into tefillin himself. So every morning, so to keep me far away from the rosh, it would have me daven by Yitzi's house every day. So Yitzi was renovating his house, and he was living like a few blocks away. So we're walking back from his house after Shachris one day, and I see they're filming a TV show. So I decided in my head, TV show, a lot of you didn't work in Hollywood or whatever. So I decided I'll come back by lunch. So I came back by my extended lunch break, and I started asking people. I probably asked over 100 people there. There was a few Yidden, but they didn't want to put on tefillin. Finally, I'm walking away.
They're very focused on those things.
Yeah,
They're like,
very.
Military style.
Yeah, it's very
Radio.
exactly. They're like Hatzalah and Shemer on steroids.
Oh my gosh. Their whole life they're waiting to like serve coffee on the set. And
For sure.
They made
exactly.
it. And
you hit it on the point.
you can't get to do anything.
They got those earpieces,
Yeah,
like Secret
Okay,
Service.
but then I'm walking away and I see a guy from like 30 feet away, and he's a guy with a big like Jew fro and whatever. I decided he's probably a Yid. So I'm like, excuse me, sir, are you Jewish? He's like, yeah. I'm like, would you like to rap tefillin? He said, sure. So I started rapping tefillin with him, and then I'm speaking to him. What do you do? He's telling me, I guess you could say I'm a comedian, an actor, whatever. I'm like, shayach. And then I asked him, like, what are you doing like on this show? He's like, I guess you could say it's about me. I'm like, this guy's delusional. He thinks this whole show is about him. So we wrapped tefillin together. We took a picture. I'm walking away. I'm probably now 30, 40 feet away from him. He screams out, have you ever heard of Lil Dicky? I'm like, I think I've heard of the name. He's like, that's me. I'm like, nice.
Little Nicky?
Lil Dicky.
Little Dicky.
Yeah.
I never heard
What
of
is
it.
Lil Dicky is like
Him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a comedian.
He's a rapper, one of the biggest rappers.
Oh, okay.
Probably after Drake, the biggest
He has
Jewish
as
rapper.
famous as Matasiao?
If you judge
Almost.
yeah, if you judge by listen. If they had 100 people filming a TV show about his life, I think he's pretty famous. The Super Bowl, whatever.
He was one of the performers.
Yeah, one of the performers.
Recently?
Probably 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
He did a halftime show?
He did the quarter time shows. Not the whole halftime show, but the quarter time show.
I didn't know there's a quarter time show.
Wherever they can make money.
So
they make
Bachram
money.
only sneak out of yeshiva for the halftime show. You're saying there's a quarter time show?
No, he's he has songs with billions of views, multiple songs with billions of views. But I get back to yeshiva and I Google the name Lil Dicky, and I asked like my friends in yeshiva, you ever heard of this guy? They tell me, yeah, he's like a famous rapper. So my
How
newly
the guys in Yeshiva know who he is? I
I don't know, he's a
shocked.
famous singer.
I thought L.A. Zal was like top of the top.
Yeah. So with my newly formed Instagram from the night before, I posted it. And it went like a little viral. This guy shared, whatever, got shared a couple 100 times.
They
or
put these
whatever.
Chabad yeshivas in like the worst places
The best
possible.
places.
L.A., South Beach. You know, the Bachram, unless they put bulletproof tinted windows, what Bachram are on South Beach? Like, I never understood that.
They were filming this show a block and a half away from Yeshiva. It's amazing. Like, Yeshiva's on Waring Avenue, right off La Brea. It was filmed in the corner of La Brea and Waring. Literally, Hashgacha Pratis. Nobody else would stop for to put on film besides for the guy that the whole show is about. Besides for the main actor.
Just shows you.
That day was the first. They were filming the first.
So that was the first time that the super tefillin rap star Yossi Farro put on tefillin with another famous guy.
But how crazy!
Funniest thing is you didn't even know who the guy was.
Didn't know who the guy was. And Hashgacha Pratis, I opened up an Instagram the night before. Okay, fast forward.
But you didn't have a picture.
Yeah, of course I have
Oh, you had a picture of putting it on. Oh, you knew to take a picture of little
I
Nick.
take a picture with every person.
But
every single
this was your first big celebrity.
But I take a picture with every tefillin.
Before you did celebrities, you would take selfies with everybody.
Every tefillin, yeah.
Why?
Some say I popularized it.
Why?
Even before I had a social
Yossi,
media.
why would you?
I would share it to my WhatsApp, to my 200 people that see my status.
Because this show is a lot about social media and statuses and making noise, there's a famous line that I grew up with. Maybe you grew up in Flatbush. I don't know. There's a famous line. I heard this my whole line. I have to find out if it's true. There's a rumor that Yossi Aronov says, he's the head Chabad Shliach in Eretz Yisrael, which is a big, like the most Jewish place in the world. He says, Asisa v'loy persamta loy asisa. If you made an event or you met somebody big and you didn't publicize it, it never happened.
That was the Rebbe's
Yeah,
opinion.
persamta. What I'm about to say, I don't think the Rebbe ever said.
No, I don't know if he said these words.
Persamta v'loy asisa. Asisa or Ki'ivo Asisa. If you publicize an event that you never made it, you made it. Or it's as if you made it. So
No, I don't mean these words,
when I meet somebody today, anybody I meet, it could be because of you. I'll give you full credit if you want. You take full credit for the Sam Stern interview, you can have it. You can have it. You
I like to take as much credit as I can.
What I'm saying is that when I meet somebody today, even if I'm going to a guy's house to drop off a painting and the guy's a popular guy, whatever, I feel like if you don't get a selfie, you lost out on a huge opportunity.
A great story.
Is that true, right?
Yeah.
You need to get selfies of everything.
Around this time when I was starting to do Mitzayim, I would go to the street every day I would ask hundreds of people. I would get 2-3 tefillin a day. And I put on tefillin with this a random guy. And I took a picture and I tagged him on Instagram. He had like 500 followers or 1,000, whatever. Fast forward like 3 years. Fast forward now. This is 3 years ago, but fast forward now. I was in LA a few months ago, and I'm trying to reach out to this very big influencer. I'm asking people, "Do you know him?" This and that. Finally, I decided I'll just send him a message on Instagram. I go to our Instagram. I see a picture of me and him putting on tefillin. He's one of the biggest influencers in the world right now. Like huge. Like he's on Jimmy Fallon and this one and Kimmel and all the biggest shows.
Wow.
And I found him. So what did I do? I Googled when did whatever become famous. A week after we did tefillin, he blew up.
Chevra, if you put on tefillin with Yossi Farro, it's a school to blow up on Instagram. It's Baduk Minusa. We've tested it.
Could you get to charge it?
What?
Do you get to charge for sponsored posts?
I don't want to be an influencer. No, it's not something I want to do. But what's it called? Okay, so I met this little dickie, right? A week and a half later, I'm doing Mitzayim it's a Sunday, and I'm just asking people if Jewish, whatever. I meet a guy, I'm rapping tefillin with him. And as we're rapping tefillin, I ask him, "What do you do?" He says, "I'm an actor." So I asked him anything I ever heard of. So he starts naming me a few movies that, after the fact, I heard they're pretty big movies.
Uncle Pinchy, Uncle Maishi, all the famous videos.
Yeah, there's that.
Kiwi and Tuki.
So he starts naming me. I didn't know them. And then I asked, anything else. He said, "Yeah, I was in Spider-Man."
Whoa!
Whatever. So I'm like, cool. I thought he was like a Lash. He told me what role he had in Spider-Man. If I watched Spider-Man, I would have realized it's a big deal, but I never watched Spider-Man. No. I've heard of Spider-Man, never watched it. Whatever. The point is, we wrapped film together. We took a picture. I walk down the block. Someone's like, "Was that James Franco you were speaking to?" Turns out he's like a very, very famous actor.
Like an A-list actor?
Like an A-list actor. Yeah.
Wow.
And I wrapped film with him.
You said Franco.
James Franco.
I missed it by O. Okay.
So so it's funny. His father's a guy. His mother's a Yid. So he knows he's a Yid. He actually knew Shema and everything.
Guy called us up last night. A guy called us up last night. You remember what I'm talking about? Of Remy. He's like, "You cannot use the word guy. It's a derogatory term. You're going to cause anti-Semitism. You deal with the entire world. Answer of Remy right now. Is there something wrong with using the word guy?
For uneducated people, it's a derogatory term.
It is not a derogatory term. Guy just means not Jewish.
If anybody's educated...
What was his whole thing? Don't use the word. He was going crazy.
There's many words that anybody with any intelligence would know it's not a bad word, but people with lack of intelligence think it's a derogatory term. Okay, so then I did Franco, and then there was another actor that I rapped film with. His name's Jeremy Piven.
But this is just being on the street, right?
Literally, stream it saying one after another. I would ask, I'll tell you, on average day, I would ask 300 people. If I'm lucky, I would get 3 tefillin. And once a month, I would meet a
So there's a
celebrity
less
or
than
whatever.
1% conversion on getting a tefillin?
Yeah, less
And
than
then
1%.
what percent conversion of a celebrity?
Less than
0.002.
Less than 1% of that. So
Right.
a percent of a percent was
Because we're a
celebrities.
business show, my partner in crime, Moshe, always says we're a business show. So even
we?
though we're talking
Are we
about,
a
no,
business?
you say, you tell all our corporate sponsors that we're
It's a
getting all the
business I
rich
talk
business.
to.
No, but this is a
The
business.
corporate sponsors were a business show.
I did an Audible book. I did an Audible book. It could be I'm pronouncing the name wrong. I think the book is called Go for the No. Basically, he says that when you work for a bank, when you work for a credit card processing, when you work for insurance, whatever you do in your life, you're in sales, you have to, people are scared of rejection. He says the more no's you get, you're going to be successful. You get 300 phone calls a day. No, you don't do that line of credit. Boom, slam. No, boom. He says the more no's you're getting, it's 1,000,000,000% you're going to get a lot of yeses.
I was lucky.
And you're going to become rich and rich, whatever. There's a business book. So you ask 300 people a day. People say, oh, he's so popular. There's millions of tefillin. The majority of the answers are
Then or
no.
now? No.
No. But
Thank God now.
you're looking to get the few yeses, and some of your yeses are extremely influential, powerful people that bring many more people. So we're telling all the business people out there, you're starting out in life, you're starting out, go for the no, because the more no the more no's you
should
get.
go for the no or go for the yes?
Go for the no, because the more no's, you quickly get to the yeses. You have to process. The whole book is about
You
process.
should tell guys, tell me no every time I want to sell you.
The book wasn't.
When
Watch
you say,
the book.
you
The
say,
book.
hey, sir, you want to buy a painting?
Process
And tell
of
me no, please.
Process of elimination. If you're trying to sell insurance and the guy's like, I don't need it because the type of insurance you're selling, I don't need for my business, quickly get the no's and then go on to the people that are maybe yeses.
No, thank God.
You get no's, but you get a lot of yeses.
Thank God that
Your conversion rate now is much higher.
I don't have a convert. It's the opposite now. I don't ask. I mean, I ask people here and there, but
But people reach out to you now.
95% of the tefillin I do is not 95.
Shlomo
Let's say 70%.
Shlomo Kunyan, the head shliach of California, he'll probably say 20 other states, but I think it's California. They're ever made in the head shliach of, I don't know the politics, but he goes on a plane, and trust me, he probably doesn't even have a smartphone, and he's not looking for selfies. This is, but not that chas v'shalom, anything wrong, you're doing a great job. He's like the real old-time, real shluchim. He taps every single person on the plane, and he always talks about how he's a simple guy. He flies JetBlue, whatever. Spirit, I don't know if they even existed in California. And he stops every single person on the plane, and he gets going. When you go on a plane, you go row to row asking every single person to put on tefillin? Or you're more boutique?
No, I do. I get actually.
He only does it in the lounge.
No, I'll tell you right.
American Express for the rich people.
No, whatever
That's
it is.
where you might find an actor.
I'm almost never in lounges. I'm not that chashav either. No, I'll tell you where I usually
Hey, if you
get
want
my,
a sponsor for lounge access for Yossi, he's looking for a sponsor for Amex.
Usually-
Amex Platinum? You know what Amex Platinum
No, I
is?
do have one, but I don't
Oh,
have to
you do
use
have lounge
it.
access.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
he's trying to be humble.
Moshe and I are friends with one of the biggest credit card guys in the world. He could probably get you like the best credit
said
cards
he
for the
has
best
it.
lounges.
I have
You
a
do have
plat-
You do have it already.
I don't know. I still don't have to use it.
You know what? You have to go to Cardwrite's app. They're not a sponsor on today's show. Cardwrite
yet.
app. No. They're good. They're great to us. Cardwrite. They can tell you which cards can get you into which lounges.
No,
and
so I'll
how
tell
to
you
apply.
everything.
Everything.
You had a question.
What's his name? Geller.
Chaim Geller, one of my first sponsors. So
Chaim Geller. Yeah.
You had a question about do I go person to person? So I'll tell you. I'll go a little bit. I'll go some before the flight, like what's it? When you're
Before,
waiting at the
pre-boarding.
gate. Yeah, pre-boarding. I'll ask people. I'll go up and down. Then I also do it pretty often. I'll do when you land by baggage claim. I'll ask a lot of people there. Actually, one time it was right after.
By the way, baggage claim. When I landed 2 weeks ago from Israel, El Al, regular Newark, it was JFK coming back. JFK. We waited like an hour and 15 minutes for the.
Happens
What
often,
are
yeah.
they doing? What do they do with the luggages? They dance like couples with the luggage. Like an hour and 15 minutes. I'm standing there. And by the way, those people are just sitting there bored. They'll put on film probably.
Exactly.
he knows his spots. He knows his dead time.
That's why I like baggage claim.
Oh, you tell
Before
the
the
guy,
flight,
people-
you tell them no rush to get the suitcases off the plane.
and also, no, you want to get your luggage quicker. Davins, your little tefillin will help you.
One time, my first.
the only thing that you can do.
I think it was my first year. This is my first year when I was in yeshiva in LA. So this is a year. I only opened up Instagram the next year, but this is a year before. Yeshiva in LA goes till after Yom Kippur, right? We got to leave Monday Yom Kippur. Monday Yom Kippur, we took the red-eye flight, land 6 a.m. in New York the next day. 6 a.m. I get off the plane. I get the baggage claim. I'm asking people left and right. End up getting 6 tefillin there, and Rabbi Farkash was actually on my flight with his whole family. and his son-in-law ended up telling me weeks.
You mentioned that
later-
name Farkash like 10 times already.
Twice.
We had a Farkash
Twice.
on this. We had a Farkash on this show, and he
You should have Amram on.
We should have Amram. He's the
Rabbi
Rosh Yeshiva
Farkash.
in L.A.
He's the Rosh
What's he
Hashanah.
gonna
I don't know
talk-
what he is.
Sifter
I don't know
as
what
well.
the word is.
What's he going to talk about?
He's an interesting guy.
He sells insurance on the side.
He can do anything you want.
Did his brother?
What do you mean? He's the Manal. It's like having the dean of Harvard on.
Are you looking to have another Farkash on?
Oh yeah.
The Farkashes will always be entertaining. There's 12 siblings. I think you could have one after another. What's it called? No, it happened to be. So his son-in-law, right, Ben Shimon, told me like weeks later that like my shviger was talking all about. We get off the. I'm doing the Rabbi Farkash accent.
Yeah,
but,
no, Zog.
we get off the plane and
With the accent, please.
no, but it's his wife saying it.
Oh, okay.
Who's the Rosh's daughter. And it's not easy to impress the Rosh or whatever. The point is, we got off the plane and this kid's going around 6 a.m. There was 50 Bachram on the flight.
You're the only one doing
the only
B'tzayim.
one doing Mitzayim. Or I went to the White House this year for Hanukkah, right? You probably had 15 shluchim there. From here, from the Palm Beach, from D.C., from here, from there. You had a ton of shluchim. Me and one other guy, Tzvi Bayarski from Aleph, was the only people that brought tefillin. I got 20 tefillin in the White House. He got another 15.
20 tefillin in the White House.
Just that time. I was in the White House.
You're saying a lot of staffers are Jewish.
Yeah, everybody that came
Yes,
to the
are
party.
you on the Americas or
What?
Mushroom? What's your status?
Who, me?
You.
I'm a bacher.
A bacher. I don't
Yeah.
know. Just, I mean, you're in the DC. You're allowed to put on tefillin on other people. How does the rules work? You need permission.
Rabbi Shem Tov is a close friend of mine. He lets anybody put on tefillin with anybody. It's not. You don't have to worry about it.
Yossi, how do you handle a no?
I actually, cool story. Rabbi Shem Tov did a trip recently, like 2-3 weeks
Is he the
ago.
most influential Chabad guy in the world? The most connections? After you, maybe. I'm saying, but you
I
guys
don't
are.
think so.
He could get the president or the prime minister of any country on the phone probably in 10 minutes. No,
Probably. What's the question?
I'm saying he's the most
For
powerful.
sure, the best and the
The
biggest and
opposite.
the
Any
greatest.
prime minister could maybe get him on the phone.
You see, clap. You hear me talk?
I like that.
Yossi,
But
how do you-
no,
how do
the
you-
story I was saying
Oh.
was a few weeks ago. He did a trip and brought people to the White House. He had like 40 people that he brought.
Who did
Rabbi Shem Tov.
a trip? No, he has
Conference.
a legacy
Yeah,
Chabad
conference.
legacy conference every
Whatever
year.
that means. I don't know what it
The
means.
big speakers, Lowenthal, the big
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
come and they converge with a concert and they bring politicians and
So the chashuv of people.
you
from the-
went.
I didn't. I got offered.
It's $2,500 to go. What do you mean? They invited you?
Somebody invited me.
I would have given 180 towards it.
Somebody invited me, but I was out of town that day, out of the country maybe. The point is,
Couldn't make it. Put it in the calendar for next year.
God willing. So he brought like I guess like the chashuv people from the conference. A few of them come bring them into one of the buildings in the one of the offices in the White House. They had like some senior staffers come and speak to them. So like one of the
Basically, only the really chashuv guys. You know, there's different levels.
So a few people actually texted me after this, telling me that it wasn't on video, but said like one of the senior staffers got up, and imagine this guy is on Trump's plane. This guy, nothing gets to the president's desk without him. One of the
Is it that Sharf kid?
yeah, Will Sharp.
Whoa! You know the Rebbe gave him special attention.
He did. Yes, that's true.
So it's all on video. It's all on a gem video.
No, Will's
Finish the story.
Will's amazing. He's a good friend. So Will got up in front of like these 40 people and said, one of the highlights of my time serving here in the White House was going on the front lawn of the West Wing of the White House and rapping tefillin with Yossi Farro. And he said it's one of the highlights of his time in the White House.
Yes.
A few people texted me saying, "What?" And another friend of mine said he was in Israel, bumped into him, and he said the same thing. Like a few people sent me the same message. Like
That was his highlight.
that was one of the high. I'm saying this guy that doesn't go anywhere. Trump doesn't go anywhere without him. He's
Every single bill he ever signed. and
Every single bill
every
goes through
bill
his desk.
goes through his desk, and he brings it to the president.
Yeah.
And the president asks him, "What am I signing? What am I
Yeah.
doing?" He's
Whether
running the
they're-
whole world. This Sharf kid, nothing goes to Trump's
really
table.
quiet.
He tells Trump what to do.
when I got smicha, he posted on his social media. He posted a picture of me and him and wrote, "My good friend Yossi Farro became a rabbi."
He's a very proud kid, obviously.
very proud tonight. Yeah, I'm saying he's from. He didn't put
He's
on
from?
Yeah, he didn't put on I don't know. I think he's from. He didn't put on tefillin that day, so he could put on tefillin with me in the West Wing. We're walking around the White House together. He's telling the staffers we have a big celebrity here. He said I have to get special clearance for you when we have celebrities in the White House. Regular people, whatever, they have a regular background check, but people with high profiles. I'm like, I don't think you consider me high profile, but go ahead.
And you're very humble.
Yossi, Yossi, how do you handle the nose on tefillin?
I would say more. Baruch Hashem these days.
Most normal people can't handle no.
Okay, so I'll
Does
tell
that
you.
make you not normal, or you're high? You don't care. It doesn't take it personal.
know.
How do people handle the no?
I forgot the word Rabbi Shei's Taub uses, but he says how mashtukal. Meshuggah is not the right word he used, but he used a different word.
What word?
I don't know the word he used, but like
Autistic.
no, autistic's not the right word either. Forgot the word. I'll have to check. Whatever. The point is, I've been doing. You're meeting me now when I'm 22 years old, but I've been doing this since.
You're 22?
Yeah.
In my mind, you're like 38. You've already been around the world 500 times. You've met everybody. You're 22?
Yeah.
I'm a
Just
kid.
turned
Mama's a
22.
kid. I'm old enough to be a father.
So you
I feel
know.
like no, but I've
How
been
do you
doing
handle the no? I handle the no.
Yes, I've been doing Mitzvahim since I'm 10 years old.
Okay.
You've been doing something which not. You don't even put on film until 3 years later. You
I was
weren't
just
putting on.
observing the Mitzvah. I would go on Mitzvahim every week just
Recruiter.
to watch other people
Oh,
put
to
on
watch.
film.
You didn't recruit.
What?
You were the one that did the pitch.
Oh, you want to hear a good recruiting story?
Yeah.
So when I was in LA, I used to work. I used to help out on Mitzvahim with Rabbi Danny Alulian, who is a good friend of mine.
In Beverly Hills with the Persians.
With the Persians. His father's the rabbi there, and he's the rabbi of the high school. High school is like maybe 800 or 900 students, and at least 500 of them are Yidden. So I would go every
You're
Friday.
saying it's a Jewish public school that they let some guy in.
Yeah, exactly. So I would bring a group of 5-6 bachrim with me every
It's
week.
for free.
You're gonna like this story. Oh, these kids. They have $10 million houses. They see a free donut, they go crazy. But no, so we'd go and time there every week. And one day
strict diet, so they can't get the donut.
so one day I
They
got
unlimited,
in touch.
unlimited cucumber
One day I
juice.
decided I want to get more kids to put on the phone. Let's get donuts. Every kid that puts on the phone, we're gonna give a donut.
Jelly donuts?
No. We get
Not a $10 donut.
no, like not a $10 donut. We were paying like $2 maybe.
But you know, the $2 donut, the guy was making profit. The $10 donut, they don't make any profit. It's chesed. It's all chesed.
Okay, so I got in touch with this guy. You know Joel Wallace? He does the
Sounds-
events. You know Yaeli Wall. Joel Wallace.
Sounds
He does the food show and the real estate and you know what I'm talking about or no?
Yeah.
So he's a great guy.
Powwow.
Powwow, yes. He's a great guy from Tom's River. Somehow I was in contact with him. I asked if he would like to sponsor. He said, "I'm sponsoring it. I'm taking it upon myself every week. This is my schus." And he would get his friends to sponsor it with him. They'd sponsor like $100 or whatever, $150 towards donuts every week.
By the way, talking about sponsorships, I used to always hear shluchim say, Chabad emissaries that have to fundraise millions, like, ask for $1 million, at least you'll get 50,000. And this is something that I tell people all the time. When you call up somebody for a non-for-profit and you tell them a small project, I've never gotten a no. That means if I have a shul, if I call somebody up and say, we need to do something now, it costs $550, it's almost impossible to get a no. If you ask for $50,000 for a project, people are very comfortable to say no. And then when you say, but could you at least give $550? They say, like, I don't know if I want to do the project. If you need a small number, the answer is always going to be yes. I'm happy that you're saying this.
Okay, yeah.
You call for
So-
donuts, nobody's saying no to sponsor donuts.
Okay, so we'd give donuts to every kid that puts on film, but then we had a problem. The girls came and said, what about us? We gave them Shabbos candles. We can't give them a donut.
Lemon
Why
Nigara.
not? Why
Lemon
not?
We didn't have
Nigara.
enough donuts to give to every girl and whatever.
Call them back up.
It's like 1,000 girls.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so what do? We had to deal with the girls. Every guy they brought to put on tefillin, they would get a donut. But then the goyim came and they wanted donuts.
if you get a yid to put on 12.
Yeah, so I'd have Pasha kids with the name Mohammed getting Yidden, getting his Jewish classmates to come put on tefillin. Kid didn't want to, his Jewish friend didn't want to put on tefillin. What are you doing? I need my donut. Give it, put on tefillin. And Baruch Hashem, we used to get like 40 or 50 tefillin. And you know, Rabbi Danny, every single year, around give or take between 8 to 12 kids, around 10 or 10-ish, he sends them to Mayanot or any of the yeshivas there every single year. He sends kids to yeshiva. These kids bunch to become Baal Shoas. There's a kid last week or 2 weeks ago that just got engaged to Lubavitcher, a kid my age, 22 or 23.
From the donuts.
He was a donut. Yeah, I was giving him donuts left and right to go put on. He had an afro into this. He went to Shir Daled. He became from, went to Shir Daled, went on Shlichus, and just got engaged.
Moshe and I have a project that we've been talking about since the day, even before we started the podcast, that not enough shluchim are sending
Their kids to my nose,
sending
or-
their students. You want to call them their children. You raise a child. It's as if you fathered them. They're not sending them to Baal Tshuva yeshivas.
It's so true. It's
And
so
here
true.
you're telling me one shliach sends on average 10 a year.
10 a year, every
So
single year.
we need shluchim to reach out to Rabbi Danny Alulian
and have him
and
teach
find
them.
out how you send
Donuts, bro.
Jewish
Donuts.
students, how to send Jewish
He
students
said
to
the
yeshivas.
secret. Donuts.
Another problem Danny has is not problem, whatever. Another perk to this is he's sending so many kids to yeshiva. So these Persian parents don't want to send their kids to yeshiva. Takes him months to convince them. Finally convinces them. They are definitely not paying for it. So, and my note is not so good at raising scholarship funds. He used to go raise like, I don't know, $15,000 or $20,000 per year. It's like $200,000 a year. But we just need to find him one gvir that because it's an amazing investment. Imagine, punch it.
Saving
These
lives.
kids saving lives. Let's say 10 of them, let's say 5 of them go back and whatever. And they become a lot better Yidden, but not from at least 5 of those kids are becoming from for life and building from families. So the greatest investment.
Higher ROI.
Huge ROI.
Bill Ackman.
No, I feel like you need a.
Talking about ROI.
We would not be here today without our corporate sponsors. We're having on a shliach of the Rebbe. We need to have sponsors for this wonderful, wonderful podcast.
Does it need to be that close?
And we are so proud of our corporate sponsors. We have with us PZ Deals. We're in the days of Amazon days, like Sheva Brachas. Amazon, you cannot shop. Do you know you cannot shop on Amazon without first checking the PZ Deals app, which is
I have
available.
a question for you.
Yeah.
Is it true you guys were the first people to meet the man behind PC Deals?
Basically, the story with PZ Deals is that I'm in the car with Moshe. We walk out of the gym one day. We go to the gym almost every day. I got to make up for all
Where
the
do you guys go?
Got to make up for all the. We don't talk about it. We don't. So my head of security said we do not talk about where we go. Anyways, we come out of the gym and this guy calls up Moshe and he introduces himself like he's a very humble guy as the owner of PZ Deals, and everybody knows PZ Deals.
Oh,
Needs
for sure.
no introduction. And he's like, my wife said I have to call you. She watches your podcast. And why am I not
What does
advertising?
PZ stand for?
Moshe, what does it stand for?
Clue.
We have to figure this out for the next
We're
pod.
gonna find out. And Moshe's like, no, I only want to meet you in person. He's like, no, we're gonna sign a deal right now. We're gonna sign a deal right now. I'm like, Moshe's like, no, I gotta meet you. Anyways, it took Moshe.
Why do you guys care?
I don't know. Moshe was so stubborn. It took at least 6 weeks until we signed the deal because Moshe wanted to meet the guy. And when we left, Moshe got out of him that he doesn't meet anybody. But we had the chashuva privilege of meeting the owner, CEO of PZ Deals, and we're very, very proud. I just want to let my
He's still
spot.
coming on the show as a guest.
What?
We are hoping to get him as a guest.
My biggest honor.
I
You
was
know what he
in
told
another-
me? Hold on. He says something very interesting. Something I know and I experience all the time. Most 99% of people are uncomfortable to go on camera. So Yossi's initial
Like myself.
founding point that people don't want to put themselves out there, therefore they can't have atzlacha. He said, Moshe, I need someone to force a camera in my face, film me,
I was there when he said it.
and then put it on. And I actually do have the video. I'm going to put it up soon. I just want to make sure we had enough sponsorship money come in, and before I take
Before
the
you
risk,
ruin the
before I ruin the
relationship.
I strongly advise not to post it anywhere. Let's make sure he's
I'm
comfortable
going to
with it.
post it, but he says I need someone to film me, to force me, and then and what I found.
But you know what
If
I
you're
find?
having a hard time with social media, have someone force a video on your face, literally throw you in the water and figure out how to swim.
You do that service for people now?
I do that service very often. It's one of my missions in life to
One of
get
your
people on camera.
specialties.
No, I really feel it's a mission to force people onto camera.
I don't think my father's ever been on camera.
Not yet.
I feel like PZ Deals is the ultimate hechsher. More important than the OU and the Chaf K. When you want to
More
buy,
important. Oh
No,
my
I'm saying,
gosh.
when you buy online, you could be getting ripped off, terribly ripped off. When something is on PZ Deals in any category you have to shop, you could go to PZ Deals. They have the link. You know that they did all the research. They're doing this for decades, and you're getting the best deal. Shop with confidence with the kosher hechsher of PZ Deals.
I love it.
Let me get some butcher going on over here. CH Butcher is our first sponsor ever.
No way.
CH Butcher
you guys-
has the most amazing deli, butcher shop, and 5-star restaurant. The Butcher on Troy Avenue in Brooklyn, the Kosher Deli on Albany Avenue, the highest quality American Angus beef in the world with the best hechsher.
I love it.
Chassidische hechsher. Usually when you buy meats from CH Butcher, it was
Going
shechted.
to Mexico City today. Should I bring
Yeah,
some?
yeah, bring a bunch of bags. It's on us.
I
I'm going
love
to give you
it.
some.
We're going to give you some. So make sure to shop and dine at CH Butcher. We have Moshe Aloe.
A lot of sponsors.
We know that aloe and aloe vera.
Aloe was a pants.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's aloe. This is aloe. So basically, pure aloe is a chassidische. It's a very, very, very hard to take the aloe plant and make it kosher into a drink. So my chassidische friend in Williamsburg has been doing this for decades. He has one of the only kosher plants in the world that makes aloe drinks.
You dropped the word decades without really knowing if it's decades. You just said PC Deals decades. I don't know. And this guy,
PC Deals is probably 20 years, so that's 2 decades.
That's not 20 years.
You want to make sure we
PC Deals is probably
high
like
level
12
of trust
years.
here. Just
So
hold
the
decades.
the aloe drink is very, very, very delicious. Very, very
Well, I'm
healthy.
sure he's doing chesed for decades.
A lot of chesed. It's very healthy. It's natural. It's absolutely delicious and nutritional. It comes in the 17-ounce bottle.
Why don't you do the ads? Why do you do them in the middle of the pod?
Because we got to get everybody captivated on what keeps us motivated.
No, just put it in the middle. I'm saying.
Yeah, we're in this in the
Film
middle.
them before. Put them in the middle.
No, he doesn't get. It doesn't cap. Doesn't cap.
don't.
Nobody wants to play, repeat, rinse, repeat. We're doing
Imagine
this
how
real.
people want Yossi Farro commenting on their product.
Everybody knows the rule. One drink.
How many
Anyways,
calories?
it's only 60 calories.
There we go.
Natural. If I'm holding the bottle, I just got to get a sip. It's just too good.
Wow.
It's addictive. Once you pop, you can't stop.
Okay. Take
Pure
the
aloe
plastic
available.
off.
We're all kosher. We're all kosher products are sold.
What's this orange thing?
Now we're talking.
Now,
Bacán.
when it comes to alcohol, it has a hechsher. It's made out of the
You guys drink a
sugar.
lot from that.
It's made out of the sugar of the sugar cane.
Oh wow.
They use the leaves. They use the soil. It's infused into liquor.
Oh, it's like
the most
Smardish.
Yeah. It's the most delicious alcohol in the world. It's an artisanal spirit made in Colombia, Bacán. We were at the alcohol show last week. Everybody was swamping their booth. Swamping.
I'm sure.
Swamping.
Do you guys go to all the shows?
Oh, we go to all the shows. We get the best product. We have to choose the best products. We like to film. We go after the big guys. We go over to the companies that we want to represent, and we get them to
I
sponsor.
have a question for you. When you're at these shows, do you bring tefillin with you?
We have to start copying your ways.
I want-
V'halachta b'drachav. We have to go in your ways and start doing this
I want at
tefillin.
least. Is it too much to say to get one tefillin a day? Is that a lot? Is that too
I
much?
want to tell you something. When I was a bacher, I used to go Miftzayim on Fridays and then put on tefillin with people. I have not been doing mitzvah tefillin for many, many, many
Okay,
years.
so this
I'm
is
embarrassed.
actually
I'm embarrassed.
this is actually one of the main things.
Publicly embarrassing yourself.
This is one of the
Let me
main
just finish
things.
this. Bacán is the finest spirit you could find. It's made by artisanal brewers. It's delicious. Their products are packaged well. There's no hangovers.
I love it.
There's no
Amazing.
hangovers. It's delicious. Yes, you gonna say l'chaim?
I don't drink, but thank you.
You don't drink?
You don't drink any alcohol?
If you were gonna have alcohol, it should only be Bacán.
If I drink, it's
Well,
not
hold
hard.
on.
Moshe, you get two different types of Bacán in a box. How much is that box?
30 or 40 retail. Hold on.
Basically,
Yossi,
they're giving it away. We're already deep into the summer, and people are realizing now they need a new car. You're driving in the country, you're driving in the rain, in the fog. You need a safe car with good traction, good on mileage, that you're not being overcharged. You must call my friends Saul or Izzy at Wheels to Lease. They know what they're doing, they know how to get the credit, and they know how to get you those deals. I tell guys, how much are you paying for that car? They're like $200 a month, 300, 400. Most of them don't even know how much they're paying. They said it's so smooth and the prices were so low. They said after a few second check online, they're like, just send the car over.
I think Moshe needs a new car.
We were there. We were there this week. They were discussing numbers. They were looking at models. They were running VINs. They do used. They do new. They do buyout. Anything wheel related, wheels. That's why it's just wheels. Anything wheel related, you call my friends at Wheels to Lease, and you know you were going to be in the best hands possible. Okay, we got everybody. I think I think we're covered.
Baruch Hashem.
We're working on a lot more big heavy hitter corporate sponsors. Mitzvah Hashem. We're growing and growing. Baruch Hashem. We make Yiddish Agashmis into Ruchnius. You give us the
love
money
it.
and we turn it into spiritual stuff.
I love it.
Yossi,
Okay, so we're in the middle of something.
In the middle of something.
what are we in the middle of?
Ask me what he's in the middle of.
What are you in the middle of?
So when's the last time you wrapped tefillin with someone?
I'm so embarrassed. It's Chatoy Ani Maskir. I used to be very involved in Mitzvahim, and I have not been wrapping tefillin with people
Okay,
for a
so
very
there's no
long time.
mitzvah. There's no mitzvah in being embarrassed. There's a mitzvah in taking it upon yourself. So, do you think you could do one tefillin a day, two tefillin a week? What do you think is good for you? We'll start. You're gonna set. You're gonna set.
Being in your presence, which is a present to be in your presence, it is intimidating. And it's out of my natural comfort zone now to stop people and ask them to put on tefillin, but I have to now get it back as a Lubavitch chassid. I have to get it back into my vocabulary. I have a brother-in-law, Yochanan Gordon, that lives in Tarzana, California. He's the son of Rabbi Shua Ben Yamin Aloe Shalom and the grandson of Shalom Ber Gordon Aloe Shalom. And they are tefillin addicts. The Gordons are tefillin addicts. He keeps tefillin on him 24 hours. I don't know, 24 hours a day. I don't know, in the night. You don't do tefillin. My brother-in-law stops people every single day and gets them to put on
Okay,
tefillin.
but what does that have to do with you?
No, what I'm saying is that there are people.
I didn't ask about them. I asked about you.
I want to now become like you and Yochanan. I want it to become part of my vocabulary.
Okay, so what's your achlata?
I'm scared to make a hachlata because
What are you
when I make a
scared of?
hachlata, that's when I don't do it.
Okay, so what about
Moshe,
you?
When we start seeing people, we have to start asking.
Do you
people.
keep tefillin in your car?
I'm sorry.
Do you keep tefillin in your
I'm
car?
sorry. You know what that answer is? I'm sorry.
Do you keep tefillin in your car?
I have to make it a habit.
Okay, it's not so hard. Just leave the tefillin. Do you need a new pair of tefillin just for Mitzrayim if you'd like? I could probably help you get one, but yeah, I think,
Yossi,
and
what do you
I
do?
don't think this is a special case by you. I think there's so many people, like, thank God, up until I started doing Mitzrayim, like, my father told me he hadn't wrapped tefillin with someone in 25 years, and now, Baruch Hashem, over the last couple of years, I've seen my father get countless tefillin.
I hope to change my terrible ways and start asking people to put on tefillin.
It's not,
But that was you actually. My question that I was about to ask, you already got there. I know growing up that your father, your illustrious father, Mendy Farro. I know your mother. She's friends with my sister-in-laws and my sisters. We flew back from Florida last year together. I think it was a Mushki Benjamin's wedding. We were on the same flight. We got back Erev Shabbos. Very, very kind, very wonderful, nice people. As far as I know, your father is a very successful businessman. He owned a big company. I think he was bought out for $1 gazillion. I'm not going there, Baruch Hashem. I think
That's how he knows how to handle the gazillionaires.
you're affluent, wealthy Baruch Hashem family and Gashmias of Ruchnias. But I never knew your father to be like a guy that runs around the streets taking selfies, putting on film with people. You grew up in Crown Heights.
I did.
When did you? And you said this California story, but
When did it get started?
There has to be something that you saw growing up that we have to give your parents some of the credit.
Okay, so I'll tell you. My grandfather was the Rebbe's first shliach to Manchester,
What's his name?
Rabbi Chaim Farro.
That was a famous name, yeah.
So I'll tell you,
Was he ever a shliach in California?
no,
I feel like Berkeley was nobody who's never in Berkeley. Who am I
No.
mixing him up with? I don't even know.
not sure. Maybe Schwartzy. Okay, so I actually learned this recently, and I was very honored to hear this. But I heard this at one of my cousins, Nachas Tefillin, that my grandfather was during that time when the Rebbe was starting Mifsa Tefillin in the Chafs. My grandfather was in yeshiva in Brunois, and he was the first person to start Mitzrayim in Brunois. And as we all know, Mitzrayim today in Brunois is crazy. So a lot of people, not crazy, but like amazing. A lot of people that know my grandfather have come over to me and said that we see a resemblance.
Yeah.
And actually a beautiful story of the Rebbe. So my grandfather
L'chaim.
L'chaim. My grandfather didn't grow up Chabad. He grew up like modern Orthodox he grew up in London, and his father passed away when he was like 14 years old. And he lived a lot by his grandparents kind of like adopted him sort of and like took care of him. And his grandparents basically so he basically went to, when he was like 17 or so, he went to yeshiva in Eretz Yisrael, and he learned under Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, some big Reish yeshiva.
Yeah, huge.
Massive.
Major
You sell
place.
his stuff?
I sold Ksav Yad's farm
I'm
from
sure
him.
you
He
did.
wrote a sefer from Area H, the first sefer ever written on electricity and halacha.
Oh wow,
Which is
interesting.
considered one of the biggest Gedolei Hadar.
So my grandfather-
He was on par with Moshe Feinstein, like high up there.
So my grandfather learned under him, and while he was there, Rabbi Segal in Yerushalayim would have like underground Tanya lessons and Tanya shirim. My grandfather started learning Tanya, and he loved it. Anybody that starts learning Tanya, they got instantly addicted. And he eventually switched over to go learn 770. He was learning 770. He was becoming a Chassid Shabacher. And one day, his grandparents, who were kind of like his guardians, came to visit the Rebbe. They went to the Rebbe. They're like, we have a big problem over here. We want our grandson to become a dentist. And he's sitting here rapping tefillin with people. We can't have this happen. They're, English people, very square.
Proper.
Yeah, very proper.
For Sean Byers reasons, I'm not going to comment.
Is your wife English? My father's English. No, so basically, the Rebbe asked him a question. He said, tell me a little bit about your grandparents. So they start saying, my grandparents were Chassidish Yidden with long beards and payas and this and that. He went over to my grandfather, and then my grandfather's grandfather. Then he went over to my grandfather's grandmother, and she said similar thing, like, yeah, Chassidish Yid, you would host all their Rabbanim when they would come visit London and this and that. So the Rebbe said a lot of times it happens that the grandchild's grandchild goes back to his grandfather's ways. That sometimes it skips a generation, but at the end of the day, it always comes back. And the Rebbe ended off saying, I'm taking personal responsibility that you're going to have a lot of nachas from him, and I'm going to take care of him. And the Rebbe had a very close relationship with my grandfather. My grandfather ended up, in the 80s, he ended up building the largest Chabad house in the world. When the Rebbe started the project in honor of the Rebbe's father, Rabbi Leivik, maybe his 40th yard site or something like that. The Rebbe said like maybe 40
Makes sense because if he passed away in 44 and maybe in 84.
Yeah,
Wow.
in the MEMS, yeah.
In Manchester.
In Manchester. He built the largest Chabad. He had a pool and a restaurant and this in the air. He was a big knacker. He still is, Baruch Hashem.
Is he United or City?
What?
Is he Manchester United or City?
He's like me. We go Knicks. Whatever team's winning, that's who we're going for.
You want to be with the winners, Yossi.
100%.
Clearly.
Yeah, and then my father started a shul here in Crown Heights. Beis Shmuel was part of the founding members. Yeah, so how did I get started myself?
So you're saying it comes from your grandfather?
Yeah,
You
Baruch
credit your
Hashem.
grandfather.
It was in the blood. I didn't realize.
100%. But I'll tell you how I personally got started. So when I was about 10 years old, maybe 9 years old, get home every Friday. I didn't have any older brothers or anything. Or
You're the oldest?
Yeah, I have an older sister. And I would get home,
bored.
and I was bored or whatever. So my mother called up. I had this tutor. His name's Rabbi Daniel Lulian, who's a rabbi now in Beverly Hills.
So you circled back.
It circled
Gotcha.
around. He's my tutor when I was 8 or 9. He was a bacher. Now he's married with 8 or 9 kids. And I was 8 years old.
Danny has crazy energy.
Oh, he's amazing. So my mother called him up and said, you're going on Mitzrayim every day. Or maybe he offered and said, hey, can you take Yossi and a friend and start going on Mitzrayim? So I'm a Kayan. So he would take me, and he's Persian, and we'd go visit a lot of Persians in the city, in the garment district. So every week I would do Birchas Kaihanim for all the Persians.
20 times, 50 times.
Every time he didn't realize he was using it. Every time he would say Birchas Kohanim, the Persians would throw money into the pushka. And they were in the pizza shop the other.
By money, you mean they were putting in quarters.
Hopefully there are no Persians watching the show. Keep on hitting on them.
We're hitting on those Persians today.
I know a lot of Persians.
You know what? The Persians that are watching, we need you
What
to
about a
change.
dentist? Look how generous.
We need you to change the stereotype. So start writing out hard checks to Yossi Farro.
There's a Persian
big
guy
checks.
that I know.
You show us it's not quarters.
There's a Persian guy that Rabbi Danny introduced me to that I became very close with. Name's Josh Rabbani, JMR. He's a big character in Beverly Hills.
Moshe sent me to a Persian dentist. He did a cavity for me, a big cavity for free. And I was going to do a selfie and advertising. He's like, no. I don't want anybody knowing about me. Don't tell anybody.
He's like, I don't want any Jewish customers.
I was trying not to say the anti-Semitic
we
comment.
knew what you meant. No, so
He has to spell everything out.
He happens to be a super generous guy. He's an art client of mine. That's how I met him. He breaks all the stereotypes of persons.
He's the nicest
generous,
guy.
Nice, giving.
Nicest guy in the world.
Yeah,
He
so
never negotiates. So
back to the story. So I was having
created the stereotype and we broke it.
Yeah.
So I was he was in New York when I was in Yeshiva in Sherdalid. So we went out to dinner, and I'm sitting at dinner, and I'm like, you're not the typical Persian. You're like a generous guy. You give charity, whatever. I give him, you're so generous. He's like, I go for my mother or whatever, grandmother's Israeli, so I consider myself Israeli. I'm like, no, I don't know if that's better, but whatever. What's it called? Okay, so I was doing that up until
Judaism.
Up until like,
I think so far the only people we like here are like 3 people in Borough Park.
No, we like our sponsors.
It's only because I don't know them yet. What's it called? No, so then
You would get to know them. They already put on film.
Yeah. No, I put on film with a lot of Chassidish, Baruch Hashem. Okay, so then
10 years old, Danny Lulian.
Yeah, so
Everything
I did that
goes
for
back
a good.
to Danny Lulian.
So I went. So that was a good couple
years.
years. Then I started going. I went to Gan Yisrael, Parksville, to BMD. I come back after the summer. Started going with my counselor. 2 counselors. Yisrael Posner from Boston, and Mendel Wunsch from Bell Harbor. So I start going on Mitzvah with them. And me and my friend would go, and we realized we're not really doing Mitzvah. We're just watching them put on the tefillin. It's kind of getting boring. So we decided we'll go start our own route. So
Breakaways.
Mushrooms. What age?
this is 13, right
13,
after Bar
okay.
Mitzvah.
He's already breaking the system, making his own little connections. I like it.
So we thought about it. Where's the most Jewish area? So we decided we'll go to Wall Street, where all the money happens. So we got to Wall Street.
You were going to occupy Wall Street.
Oh, 100%. I should wrap the film with the guy who occupied Wall Street, the CEO of GameStop. I think I don't even know. No, so back to the point, back to
Wall
the story. So me and a friend would start going. We'd go door to door, asking
Actually, you were
people.
Chabad of Wall Street for a few months, no?
I was.
Who, with Shmaya Katz?
Yep.
You lived there?
No.
You
I was a bacher.
I'm
I
doing the
worked there
same.
for 6 months with the great Barry Spitesky.
6 months or 6 minutes?
6 months.
Oh, wow.
It was my first real job in my life.
Wow. I haven't gotten that level yet.
I think it was my last job.
Okay, so basically, me and my friends started going, and we would knock on doors, asking people, "Are you Jewish?" And we started getting a few tefillin. We get like 2 or 3 tefillin every week. Finally, one day we see a mezuzah on the door. So we go, we walk in. "Excuse me, are you Jewish?" He says, "No." We're all surprised. There's a mezuzah on the door. You look Jewish from a mile away. I'm like, "You sure you're not Jewish?" He says, "No, I'm not Jewish." So I walk out, but I knew the guy was Jewish. I decided I'll come back next week, and maybe he'll have a different answer. So I came back the next week. I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, you're Jewish." He's like, "You were here last week. Please never come back again." And if I think about like rejections, that was like one of my harder rejections. Especially I was 13 years old.
You still didn't start Shidduchim, so you don't know about real rejection.
Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem to what? You didn't start Shidduchim? or-
Baruch Hashem, I don't know real rejections.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I hope I don't experience
I don't
that.
think you're going to get any rejections. I think between the charming, good looks, the financial success, the spiritual success, the personality, I think the Shadchanim are probably smashing down your door already. So how do you guard the door? Your poor mother, she probably can't get every time she looks at her phone, there's 40 resumes. Why are you not married, Taka? You're 22? It's still young, but...
Saying, just finished Micha like a week ago.
You started?
I have not. I think on my travel schedule's a little crazy now, but I hope to.
Maybe you could tell them your travel schedule's crazy, but if they want to meet you, let's say next week in Dallas for an hour, maybe in a lounge, maybe in one of these Amex lounges.
It's not a bad
Hey,
idea.
guy- why the guys always- the
By
guys
the
are all-
baggage claim. not
Yeah,
for-
by the back. The guys are always chasing after the girls to meet them, whatever. I think the girls should have to go after the guys. If anything, I heard that there's more guys than there's more
girls than
girls
guys.
than guys. So I think we should change it around a little. No,
I think you should be a shadchan.
I can't.
I made my first shidduch last year. I made my sister's shidduch, but I actually
Whoa.
Whoa, who's the lucky boy?
his name's Schneer Cohen from North Carolina on Shlichus there.
Oh, beautiful.
His family. But actually, I started doing with shidduchim. A lot of girls reach out. They're like a lot of the guys. I post young guys putting on phone every day.
Yeah, you post guys that are worth $3 billion, and the girls are reaching out.
The best
But
ones.
they're not after his money. They're after his neshama, right?
I wrapped filling with this kid, 28-year-old
He put the
kid.
picture, and then they said, "Okay."
I wrapped phone with this 28-year-old guy. His father took over. His father got a high position in the White House, and he took over his father's business. Happens to be a $15 billion bank on Wall Street.
They'll go out with him.
So some
15 billion, Wall Street, the White House. We'll give him a try.
They're about to drill.
some girls like, I don't know why, but this guy really caught my eye.
Caught your eye.
I'm like, I'll ask if he's single. No, but a lot of girls reach out. So I started setting up the guys, and sometimes the guys go reach out. But I started setting up people, Baruch Hashem. Not Lubavitch, but
The
after-
lobsters don't reach out to you.
no, thank God. My mother did like I don't know if she wants.
She's very, very popular. Mimi Farro.
Miri, yeah.
Miri Farro, yeah. I heard a few of my friends.
Events, no? Just events.
So,
She's big as
so I'll
shidduchim.
tell you how it started. My cousin was having a bar mitzvah party in like a Super Bowl, one of those sports bars in the city. And as it runs in the family, we don't really care about sports that much. So my mother got bored during the party. I don't know how the idea came to her, but she decided she'll make in the Rebbe's house. She'll do like for 20, 30 women that their kids are like struggling maybe with shidduchim or whatever to go daven in the Rebbe's house. She ended up setting it up it was 2 weeks later, it was Chaf Beis Shvat. She ended up setting it up for that. She ended up having like 250 women come that And this was in 2018. So we're going on like 8 or 9 years. She's been doing it almost every month, maybe a few month break during COVID, but almost every month for the last 8 years. She has a good 100, 200, sometimes even 300 women that come and daven for shidduchim. And then she would do like singles events and a hair. And yeah, thank God she's made on like dozens of shidduchim.
I'm petrified that we're like an hour and a half, 2 hours into the show, and we missed everything. We have to get to the meat and potatoes.
Okay, so back to...
I have like 5 questions lined up.
Go ahead.
And Moshe probably has 10 questions lined up, and I'm petrified. We're going to people that you had him on the show, and you didn't talk about it.
Talking about what?
You have people that you meet for breakfast, lunch, dinner, parties, fill-in wraps. You have the most influential, most powerful people in the world. Some of these people that you have on are extremely controversial. You're apolitical. You're just here for Judaism, God, Mitzvah, making a bracha together. Do you have any rules of somebody that you will not meet because of a political stance or a general stance they took on Israel or the Jewish people that you say I will not meet? Or you're neutral, you're the olive branch. Anybody in the world that reaches out to you and they want to have lunch with you, you'll meet with them.
So the big decisions I don't make myself. I'll consult with the mashpia.
Yeah, but mashpia is private, so you're hiding behind the term mashpia. Like,
I want to know who I
No, I
consult
didn't ask
with?
you. I'm saying, are there people... You met with a guy, Axiom, like a guy that's into good looks. What's it called? Clavicular? I don't know him personally. I know he's very famous, but there's people there's like a whole movement of like everything in life is about looking good, and they preach about like...
He's the leader.
Yeah. No, but some of them, they like...
Met you, Yossi. I mean,
they get people to smash...
The bushy beard?
He's the Australian guy? 60 Minutes Australia had on a guy that's into looks that he tells people to smash their bones.
That's him.
I was repulsed. I'm saying he tells people to do physical body harm, and like people. I'm all into like the inside. Who cares if you're fat? Who cares if you're what people would call ugly? Like just focus on just be happy, be proud of who you are. A lot of the things these people preach. I'm not him. I don't know what. I don't even know who he is.
You clearly don't preach.
But what I'm saying is that. Are there people that you say, you know what, I don't like what they stand for, I don't want to meet with them, or you meet with anybody? Because you took terrible, terrible heat on social media from somebody that likes to make a lot of noise.
Yeah, there's nobody I respect gave me heat on that. There's people, there was like one or two, it's actually funny. One of the guys from APAC, a guy that I'm friends with reached out to me, how could you meet him, blah, blah. An hour before he reached out, his biggest donor, he runs APAC in a certain city in America, and the biggest donor in that city reached out to me and said, I would love to invite Clavicular over to my house.
So they're not...
I didn't even mention that to him. I said, he'll see a picture after it happens.
Is he Jewish, Yossi?
Who, Clavicular? Yeah.
He is. Did he fill in?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is he good looking?
I mean, I haven't shared that
Yossi,
publicly yet, but you'll have the exclusivity.
Yossi, is he good looking? Because he preaches good looks. Is he good looking?
I'm not really into men, so I don't really judge. But no, I think he's 20 years old. He's younger than me.
So tell me, what's controversial about him that somebody would make so much smoke and mirrors about how bad he is?
I'll tell
what
you.
was it like meeting him in person?
Okay, I'll tell you. So he's 20 years old. He became famous, let's say maybe 6 months ago. A week or two after he became famous, he got invited to go out to a club with a few known people that don't like Yidden so much. Mm-hmm. And they sang some nigunim. Nigunim's not the right word. They sang some songs that wouldn't be the right songs for B'nangin. Not even any song that a Jewish person should sing
Jewish
or listen to. Or even not Jewish. Whatever, they sing anti-Semitic songs.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Got into the point.
There were people that were next to him that did the Heil Hitler salute.
Oi!
So because he was in that room, he was associated with all of them. And
maybe because he didn't condemn it?
And he didn't condemn it, correct.
Okay. We're not here to judge people.
We're not here to judge people. A shliach reaches out to me and says, I have a guy from my community that just moved to Miami, and he's a manager for a very famous guy.
Talking about managers, a shout out to the best warehouse manager in the world, Chesky B. Go on.
Okay. He says, this guy in my community, can I introduce you guys? I said, sure. Hopped on a call with the guy. The guy told me my client is clavicular. And whatever, we spoke for a while. And he's actually like, I was talking to clavicular. And because I'm a Jewish guy, I wear a yarmulke, I wear tzitzis, whatever. I keep Shabbos. he mentioned to me, he's like, oh, by the way, my mother's Jewish. Like I grew up, my father's Catholic, so I grew up Catholic, but my mother's mother was Jewish. I don't know what that means to Judaism, but stop, I'm just mentioning, like he mentioned it side. Manager explained to him that by Yiddishkeit, we go by your mother, and if your mother's Jewish, you're Jewish. So,
And he's one of the most good-looking guys in the world. And we know the Gemara says that B'nai Yisrael nois, saying that Jewish women are gorgeous. Now we see B'nai Yisrael nois. So he's Jewish. Not only Brad Pitt, Klavikier.
Okay, so he says we set up a call. We had a call together. He was really respectful, really nice, and he decided, well, let's meet in person. So they flew me out and came and had lunch with him. We sat in a kosher restaurant, Fabrinked for like a good hour and a half. Then I took him over. I went to go.
You're playing with the microphone stand.
That's the mic.
It makes noise.
Okay. I'm Fabrinked with him, and then we go to a supermarket next door. I go to get myself a coffee. He walks from the supermarket. The manager realized who he is. Then the owner. Then every person in the store realized who he was. So they asked him.
You were.
Obviously, they realized me first, but no, I'm kidding.
Do you go with private security ever?
No.
You feel safe? You're millions of people, multi-millions of people know you. You're not. It's not a security risk to go. I'm being serious.
What?
I'm being serious.
Doing the Rabbi's Mitzayim. I work for the Rabbi.
I was walking back from the Kosher a few weeks ago, Friday night. I got surrounded by Bachrim, whatever. I was just like,
So you need security, you're saying?
I don't know, and I'm only like a fraction of what he is. I'm saying,
well, don't forget, like I'm always on my way to doing a mitzvah. So like,
Shvuchim mitzvah ein nezaken.
Exactly. What's it called? Actually, a friend of mine. Whatever. Back to the story.
By the way, but the halacha is b'hachi v'chasen uv'chaz. Also, when you're coming back from mitzvah, you can't get harmed. So you're either always coming or going from a mitzvah.
100%. No, so then they realized who it was. They asked him, could you take a video? So I told them, what's the most Jewish thing you have in the store? They said, cholent. So they brought over some cholent. And I asked him, could you review the cholent? We did a cholent review. It got millions of views, whatever.
Makes him fat, the cholent. I don't know if it's...
It's not going to make him look good. By the way, the cholent's oily. He's going to have pimples coming out of his face the next day. The clavicular cholent.
Oh, yeah. Then I took
Why did he
him.
reach out? Was he trying to make himself look good with Jews again? Was it a PR
Nothing
stunt?
to do with Judaism.
Okay. So why did they reach out to you then? What was their agenda?
What was their agenda? It's a good question.
You touched the raw nerve just now. Because you find that these guys will say, some people will say the most crazy anti-Semitic scene, and then Yom Kippur, they're in a shul talking about repentance, and like Nineveh, and like they give the shul a $500,000 donation on the way out, and like they try to kosher themselves, like a Mel Gibson situation.
They flew you out.
So what do you think about people that say anti-Semitic things, and then a few weeks later they meet with a rabbi and give a fat check, and they go to the Holocaust Museum for 9 minutes?
He's a direct beneficiary.
So what do you think? It's so easy to do tshuva? You should have to come to like 770 for like 3 Farbrengens, Hakafas and 770, not just the Holocaust Museum with air conditioning for 10 minutes. Shouldn't there be a project, how you do tshuva?
No, for sure.
Come on the Clappy Frank show.
He got kafta. He put on phone for the first time. I think that's a pretty big deal.
It's Miami? Where does he live?
Yeah, we did it in the Shulba Harbor.
Oh,
I took him to the Chabad house for chulu.
Where did he eat the challenge? Which store was it?
It's called The Grove. It's a supermarket there in Miami.
in Harding.
Orange? It's
Harding.
right at the corner there. Yeah.
Exactly. We did it in Ziv Tamir's shtetl. So I had a great experience with him.
Did Ziv ask him which watch he wears? Excuse me,
Yeah.
sir. Is that a Daytona 22369?
Has Ziv been on yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We did invite him.
We had on already.
Busy
We
man.
already had on a huge Rebbe of watches. Manny, the great Manny.
Oh, wow. I saw that.
The great Manny.
Wow.
man.
How were you guys able to get him?
A client.
I'm not going to say names, but a very close friend of mine is a big client of his, and I went with him to look at watches. So I kind of like already had a cell phone number. Not that he gives it out to the whole world. He has 5 phones on him, but like it was persistence. He first said no and whatever, but he's a great guy.
It was good. It was
he's
good.
great.
He's from
Chashav
Kazakhstan.
Yid.
Where's he from?
Yeah, he tries to hide his Bukharian side. He's great. He is great.
So
Yeah,
Hold
okay.
on, were you back talking about your same story?
What?
About Wall Street and you started your own route?
Oh, yeah. It was in the middle
Did
of
you
a story.
finish it or you didn't finish it?
No, I didn't finish that
I'm sorry.
story. Okay, so back to that story. Okay, so the guy tells me I'm not Jewish. He says, leave. Okay, I leave. A few months later, I'm walking on the street asking people, dude, tefillin. Finally, I find the guy. I'm like, excuse me, sir, are you Jewish? He says, yeah. I'm like, let's wrap tefillin. He says, I actually wrap tefillin every single day. Today, I was in a rush to work. I didn't have a chance. But I don't want to wrap outside. So I said, like, let's walk to like a lounge nearby. And we start walking. He's like, my son has a store right near here. Well, why don't we go to my son's store? So we end up walking to his son's store. We end up doing tefillin. And the store owner's face goes red, purple. He gets all embarrassed because it's the same guy that threw me out of his store telling me he's not Jewish. So after his son, after he goes, why don't you wrap tefillin on my son? He said, that's your son? He told me he's not Jewish.
Ooh. You ratted him out.
I was 13. I was 14.
Ratted him out. Good.
I had some guts then. So he's like, what did he tell you? He said, come back here next week. And that's what I did. And I ended up wrapping tefillin with him probably hundreds of times since. Bachrim goes on to his office. Adiyam is there.
Store.
It's his store. A few weeks ago, I got him a pair of tefillin he started putting on every day. Imagine the story happened when I was 13. I'm 22. 9 years ago. Baruch Hashem.
9-year deal. 9-year closing.
No, we closed the next week. Every week.
9 years. He's bought his own tefillin. 9 years later.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Could you tell us some of the most famous celebrities, influential, powerful people that you've met, and what the perception about them is without getting to know them, and what it was like getting to know them on a personal level? I'll give you Bill Ackman, for example, one of the biggest financial managers in the world. I know you met him and you had a very good sprach with him. What's it like meeting him in person? What's his personal life like? What it was, you know?
So I gave Bill a call. Bill, I heard a rumor that Bill Ackman answers his phone. I got his phone number, and I said, "Hi, excuse me, is this Bill Ackman?" He said, "Bill speaking." I told him, "My name is Yossi Farro. I wrap tefillin with the most important, most influential Jews in the world. I would love to wrap tefillin with you, and I would love to wrap tefillin with you. I think it would inspire many people." Mamash, a 40-second call.
After October 7th.
This is, September of 2024. He said, let me think about it. As I'm sure you guys know, let me think about it is a nice way of saying no. So fast forward a few weeks. Out of nowhere, I didn't reach out again or anything. He sent me a message on Twitter. Imagine, we were never in contact on Twitter. We spoke on the phone. That means he found my Twitter. He wrote, okay, I'm in. Okay, I'm in. No context, no nothing.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, I'm in. And I said, when are you available? He said, Friday. I said, I'm not available Friday, sorry. He's like, what about Wednesday? So we did Wednesday. My defense, Friday was Henry Yom Kippur. So I went to his office on Wednesday, on that day.
Did he post it on a picture of someone else famous you did, or just random?
What do you mean?
You said I'm in. Was it on?
Okay, I'm in. A message on
Did he
Twitter.
reply? She's asking, did he-
direct message.
He DM'd me.
Not on a public
He
post.
thought maybe
Okay.
it was on a famous picture. Of
No. He wrote, he DM'd me.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's not like I got a famous person that week or that month. Okay, so then I walk into...
There's probably a few 90-year-old puppies watching the show. DM means direct message. It wasn't affiliated with anything else.
Okay, I walk into his office. Nice to meet you. When's the last time you wrapped tefillin? He said, actually, this is my first time.
Whoa! He's in the 60s, no?
58 at the time.
58.
He just turned 60, yeah.
Bar mitzvah, kakafta,
Kakafta.
matzah.
And it's actually a beautiful story. So we're wrapping tefillin, and it's interesting. So Bill's been very loud. and
Wow, he's a proud Jew? Like
very proud Jew, talks about his Yiddishkeit all the time, and talks about fighting anti-Semitism, whatever. But it's interesting. He wasn't like that always. His father passed away about a year and a half before October 7th. And before his father passed away, his father would always tell him, Bill, you're not doing enough for Yidden. You're not doing enough for Yiddishkeit. You're not doing enough to fight anti-Semitism. And Bill would be like, fight anti-Yidden? Like, the Yidden don't need my help. The Yidden are the most powerful people in the world, the most richest. They don't need my help.
he thinks they're all like him. They're the richest.
Yeah, the Yidden are affluent. He said the kids in Africa, the liberal arts colleges, the ballet dancers.
The giraffes in Nairobi need to be saved, and the whales in Uganda.
The whales in Uganda. Those people need my help, but the Yidden know. His father would tell him, Mamish, he said on a weekly basis, his father would tell him this. Finally, his father's about to pass away. He writes him 3 letters. One letter, most important, how to divide his estate. The second letter, about to have a Yiddish burial. And a third letter, a lengthy letter to combat anti-Semitism and do more for Yidden. Then a year later, October 7th happened, and he woke up like it felt like his father was warning him for this. And he really, so when we were wrapping tefillin, told him, look up at the sky. Your father's right now looking down, shepping nachas from you. He said, you're going to make me cry. Imagine this guy, Bill Ackman, one of the most biggest hedge fund guys in the world, most powerful people on Wall Street, saying to 20-year-old Bacher, you're going to make me cry. Can you imagine that? Like, it's crazy.
You keep up with him on a regular basis?
The last time I spoke to him was probably 2 or 3 months ago. I haven't spoken to him that much, no. Right,
You
he's
get-
very close to Rabbi Hershey Zarchi in Harvard.
Did you get him to put on tefillin every day or not?
Every day, he was like, kafta, take some time. There was actually a great story. So this guy introduced me to some random guy named Jake. Meet my friend Jake Silverstein. Said, awesome. We never actually, I was moving to Miami. That's why he introduced us. I got there. We never actually got in contact. Finally, one day, Jake reaches out to me. He says, Yossi, I want to wrap the phone with you. So it was, I don't know if you remember, like, do you remember that pogrom in Amsterdam?
The football game, after the
Yes.
game, they were chasing the Jews. There was a fight going on. They hid in the hotel.
Exactly.
I remember that story.
It was like a year ago, a year and a half, 2 years ago. A year and a half ago.
Vaguely remember it, yeah.
Okay, so the day after that story, so the guy reaches out. I said, come meet me at Sunny Isles. That's where I was on Shluchas, Sunny Isles Chabad. Said, come meet me there. So he drove. It ended up being like an hour and a half drive. Put on tefillin with him. He actually told me, it was like a kafta. It was his first time ever putting on tefillin. He really loved it. I could see mamish loved it. He told me he just got back from Saudi Arabia with Dan Loeb. You know Dan Loeb?
Hedge fund guy.
Dan Loeb is like a Bill Ackman level hedge fund manager. He also has a crazy story. He was like a kafta till a couple years ago, and now he's like all in, hardcore. Yeah, he's amazing. So he puts on tefillin every day. He does mitzvahim also.
I want to make 2 invites to the show. Bill Ackman and this guy
Dan
Loeb.
Loeb.
They're both invited. Moshe, they're both invited? They're both-
When we were by the Nakashes, he was on the phone with Loeb. Remember, he said, I have to get that
I
call?
didn't know that.
You remember?
No, but when we went to meet with Nakash, who was also a billionaire, he owns the airlines and clothing.
Who did he mention?
We come into the office. I'm so like intimidated to be in their headquarters. And the second we get in, he's like, "Oh, I need to call Yossi Farro if he knows you." Thank God you said you know me, because if you would have told the Nakashas that you don't know me, our security would have probably thrown me out of the building. You saved me.
I'm the only guy his father wraps tefillin with. He never wants to wrap.
Father
tefillin.
is a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy, but he never wants to wrap tefillin. One time they sent me to their hotel in Miami, go wrap tefillin with my
Satai?
Satai, exactly. Go wrap tefillin with my father. So I tried rapping with him. I sat down. Imagine this guy owns the whole hotel. We sat down for lunch to give me.
You know, they're such kind people, because I thought, like, I know a lot of rich, famous people are friends with them, but me and Moshe and I met this Tzikloptim Meshugana, no names. We met this real Tzikloptim Meshugana, and he was telling us how much the Nakashas love him and he hangs out with them. So I see they have an open heart, an open home, and a warm heart for everybody.
They FaceTimed me on Friday, shipping a lot of nachas in the clavicular video.
Oh, they love FaceTiming. We know that.
Yeah.
But they're good people.
Yes. I was just with them in Kentucky.
They actually, remember, he said he suggested that the next convention, liquor convention, Jewish whatever, we should do a live podcast at the event.
Yes.
Remember?
I would love to do that.
No, so what was I middle of saying before? Why did I?
You met the Loeb guy, the
Loeb
Zarchi, the
No,
other hedge
no.
fund guy.
No, there was something about.
Don't hold the microphones down.
Oh yeah, there was a reason why I mentioned Loeb's name.
You want to hold this?
Yeah.
To fidget with?
Yeah.
That's what I brought from the coffee shop. I don't have my squishy to the clap.
Yeah.
So but I went to the coffee
What was
shop.
what was
I
I
got
middle
these
saying
wood sticks.
about?
This is my new thing.
How did we get into this? No, so we wrapped the phone with. Oh yeah, Jake
Loeb.
Silverstein. Yeah. Okay, so he tells me I just got back from Saudi Arabia with Dan Loeb, and I saw him putting on tefillin every day. I wanted to do it, so I got him tefillin. So we put on tefillin. When we finished, he's like, "I want to get my own pair of tefillin." So I told him I ordered him a pair of tefillin. A week later, he came back, wrapped tefillin, and he does a lot of business. He works a lot with the Saudi royal family, and he's right now. I didn't introduce him, but he met the Chabad. He was already warmed to Chabad. After
One or two
putting on-
Chabadas there now.
What?
I think it was 2 Chabadas.
So he's very involved. He's very involved with helping them there establish the Chabad there. And
Let me ask you think it's safe, these Arab countries that have Chabad houses?
Yeah.
It's safe?
I think so. Yeah.
There's a guy that managed a restaurant that works for the Schlichter got killed. I'm
I
saying.
just had coffee with his brother last week.
Kogan?
Kogan, yeah. My brother-in-law lived there for a year in Abu Dhabi.
Again, how safe is it?
It's just, I think that could have happened anywhere.
Just random? I mean, Hashem runs the world, but like
Exactly.
Chabad Shluchim in these countries are safe?
I think we work for the Rebbe. We should go anywhere
Right.
where there's Yidden, yeah.
You're saying if it happens, like Bondi Beach and Holzberg and
Exactly.
Mumbai, and there's a music video now about these Kedoshim, you're saying it's like Hashem runs the world, you're on the Rebbe's Miftzayim, you're Shluchim Mitzvah Ein Nezakin. If something happens, it's like we don't understand Hashem's ways, but like
I just put on
you could go on
tefillin.
Shluchas to any of these countries, you're fine.
I just put on a tefillin with a kid. That his mother got a new apartment in Manhattan, and somebody came and just killed her and put her in a body bag and just left
When was this?
2 years ago. I put on the phone with him last week, but the story happened 2 years ago.
Right. Wow.
Anything
no, but
can
back
happen
to-
anywhere.
Yeah, no. So Jake, he moved to DC. He owns a sports team in DC. So one of the players on his sports team is Jewish, and the guy he's an Israeli guy. He says Shema before every goal. He's a soccer player. You know, like MLS is.
Yeah.
He owns an MLS team. So a soccer player says Shema. He brought the soccer player to Chabad and getting the team involved in Chabad and helping
In
Chabad.
DC.
Well, in DC and also in Saudi Arabia, and getting involved in because he also owns teams in Saudi Arabia. But no, like just this one tefillin like changed this
Do you
guy's
put on
life.
film with poor people anymore, or it's not allowed? Your agent doesn't let you.
So I saw a great comment on Twitter on Tuesday when I was in Toronto. I wrapped with 137 people. Somebody writes, "Wow, I didn't know Toronto had 137 billionaires."
So we asked this. I said that there's people that. So
The best is
Did you
when
answer
peop-
the question? Are there people that you wouldn't meet? Are there people that you like? I don't want to meet them. I don't want to have anything to do with them. Are there any barriers, or there's no?
Give me a name and I'll tell you.
No, I don't know.
Could you think of a name
This guy made such a big deal out of you. Maybe he was looking to get attention in a negative way. He made such a big feist that you met this guy that was eating cholent. I'm saying he made such a stink. Such a big fart in public.
Could you think of?
I don't know. He made it sound like you met with the worst guy in the world. I'm saying, are there rules of who you would or wouldn't meet? There's
He
no
said
rules.
he's a rabbi. He's here to do tefillin. That's
Yeah.
it. Just like shluchim go to prisons and they put on tefillin and
I've gone to 50
perform
prisons.
many services for all different types of
We're
criminals.
to Caravelt. Like I
We have no
pay
time for this
attention.
nonsense.
Yeah. People ask me, "Do you get hate?" I'm like, it's possible. I just haven't had the time to check. People ask, do people ever give you comments in the street or attack you? If they gave me a comment, I wouldn't know.
Yes, how often do people ask you for intros to famous people? How often?
Ooh, that's a good question.
How often?
And what do you tell them?
If it makes sense, if there's a good reason.
But you get often, how often? Once a day?
So mainly, I don't really deal with that many famous people at the moment. Like it's a
Famous
more
business investors,
Yeah,
right?
it's mainly investors and
How
and
often?
Every day.
Every day people ask you intros.
Every day, yeah.
How many times have you actually introed?
Nice amount.
10, 20, 50?
Probably more.
Probably not around those numbers.
Do you get a piece of the deal, or how does that work?
I don't know. Whatever happens.
Whatever happens. Okay.
Yeah. My is a shiloh for Rambam. Ask me about the Rambam. I can tell you about
Yossi,
that.
we're looking long term. Shluchas or business? What's the future hold for Yossi Farro?
So I don't think I could see myself like locked down in one place. I don't know if you met me yet. A little ADD here and there.
That's what we both have.
Oh, for sure.
This is the ADD show. I'm just off the record.
I love it.
So I never knew
People
if I-
call our show the ADD show.
I never
so.
knew if I had any ADHD or any of these things. I definitely don't because I consider for 3 hours without holding any tchotchkes. I guess I'm
Different
not,
forms, yeah.
I'm
Different
not
forms of
ADHD then.
No, so yeah, I don't think I would ever like move on shluchas.
But like, you wanted to go in business like your father, or like shluchas like your grandfather? How's it looking?
Maybe a
Hey, this is our first shidduch date. We
What
want.
the
maybe a hybrid. Maybe I could do a hybrid.
exactly, yeah.
A real.
mix
That's
it
what did
up.
ever wanted hybrids. Did ever wanted like people to be shlichus, business, and wherever they are affecting
Hybrid.
change. A
Exactly.
hybrid.
I want to caravelt. I want to influence the world, right? I want to spread as much Yiddishkeit, and not just to the world. Also, one thing I wanted to mention is within Chabad. Like, I was in Shadalid. Let's say, what is there, 300-400 guys in Shadalid? Less than 100 go home and say them every Friday.
Whoa,
It's insane.
You're saying the big Zals in Lubavitch? I thought everybody goes Friday. I used to always go Friday.
and
for time.
Mesifta, Shadalid, Mesifta, you
What
go
do they do? What do they do? What do they do at 12 o'clock on Friday?
Beats me. I would have no. I was on the same.
No, but you should know.
And they're in Shadal to go on shluchas. If they're not doing shluchas on Fridays, they shouldn't get.
I
Okay,
saw-
let's say 200 people go, but half of them for sure.
I mean, my days, everybody went 99.9%.
no,
I heard now that shluchim start their Chabadasses and their baladatim for life are people who they visit on Friday. and Saturday.
exactly.
true. It's
It's
true.
been like that for years. And even people in business, people meet connections and this and that. I went to they're a little young to understand, but I think they got the teacher my brother just turned an achas tefillin. My brother just turned bar mitzvah, but 2-3 months ago he turned an achas tefillin. The day of an achas tefillin, I went to this class to go give a talk a little bit about the importance of going on mitzvah and how much it can impact your own life, how much you're gaining from going on mitzvah. And I was telling the kids, like, I've had the honor of meeting like whether it's some of the most famous actors in the world I met the founder of Google, the founder of Oracle.
Founder of Google, who's Sergey Brin?
Yeah.
You met Sergey Brin?
I did.
Tefillin or
You want a
tefillin?
story?
What is he worth? Like
Tefillin
30,
or
30
tefillin?
billion, 40 billion?
Yossi, tefillin?
250
1
billion?
second.
He's the second
numbers-
guy after
The numbers have
He's the
changing.
second guy after
I want to tell you
Musk.
something. When I was a kid, my brother Mayor, I only have one brother, my brother Mayor, commonly known in the business world, he's very successful as Marcus. He used to bring home the Forbes from Iftzayim every week. He stopped in the newsstand for a Snapple and a Forbes. So I grew up with the Forbes. He was managing millions of dollars, people's money.
You
then.
want to hear a good Forbes story?
So when I used to read the Forbes in the 1990s, 96, 97, 98, it was always, you could Google check me. The richest people in the world, week after week, year after year, were always Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and Michael Dell. And they were, and Ronnie Perlman then was in the top
Michael
15.
Dell,
and it was Alan, and the Waltons, the 5 or 6 Waltons. And all of them were like 20, 30 billion. All of them, year after year.
We're 10, not even 20.
Today, the money that they used to be the richest in the world, you can't
It's
even
like
get on the list.
Yeah.
So the wealth changed so drastically. Sergey Brin is where he said $250 billion.
Yeah, on a bad day.
He used to be worth, a few years ago, you could check me, he was worth like $8-9 billion.
Yossi, you
Not
been
so
on
long ago,
film?
yeah.
Did you put on film? Yes or no?
No, so one second. I'm going to tell you
Hold
that.
on. Yes, you answer the
Sergey
question.
did or
Yes,
didn't put
He's
on
got
film?
kafta. He's never put on before.
Sergey, behave.
And I met
Yossi,
him.
you
I
couldn't
met him
close
at
it.
night.
You couldn't close him, Yossi.
I met him at night, and I didn't have my
let's say
phone.
this.
At night,
there.
you don't put on phone, even if you
Oh.
have it on you.
No, there's a. One second.
Whoa. There's a way to put phone on at night?
I'll tell you.
Oh my!
But I want to tell you a Forbes.
Scandalous.
This could be the most breaking news we ever did on the podcast.
I want to tell you.
Kitzur Shulchan Aruch
There's
says
three
you only put
stories
phone
that-
on by day. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm a
there's-
simple guy.
There's 3 stories I need to tell you.
Whoa.
Okay, one story about you mentioned Forbes. I just
I
It
just want to let
takes
you
time
know.
to each story. You have to do a lot of
Yeah, I
interruptions.
I just want to let you know that Elkanah
You gotta keep.
Shmutkin has the
We
world
have
record.
Forbes, Google, Shkia.
Okay, go.
Listen, Elkanah Shmutkin has the world record of 3 hours and 1 minute on the show. You might be breaking the record today because I don't even think we scratched 1% yet of what we want to talk about.
Okay, so
No,
about
we're
Forbes.
only doing 1%.
Okay, Forbes. I was just with the editor-in-chief of Forbes.
the editor-in-chief of Forbes,
Yeah.
the most prestigious financial magazine.
Yeah.
How do you meet him?
He's a friend of a friend. I met him a few times.
Friend of a friend.
You have to be able to talk a little bit. Okay, so no, we were at the FII, the Saudi Arabian Sovereign Wealth Fund put together a conference. So we were both at the conference, and we were at the bar, me, him, and a few friends, and I asked him, "Hey, you wrapped phone today?" And he said, "No." I was trying to get him. I asked him, "Have you ever wrapped phone in your life?" He said, "No." So on the spot, one of my friends who's like a venture tech investor, whatever, venture capital, he said, I'll give $3,600 to the charity of your choice. You put on tefillin. So the guy said, I'll do it tomorrow with you guys. He gave us his number. He ended up doing it tomorrow, but we'll have to follow up. So that's what I'm going to share on Forbes.
So he did put on the phone, this Forbes guy?
I'm going to name you right now 3 kakafas.
So he's saying you got the $3,600?
Well, for him, not me. It was for him. He gets to pick.
Okay.
Hopefully he'll give it to Chabad or the Clappy and Frank show.
We could take donations? Yeah, why not?
For was nicht.
That's from who?
If Meaningful Minute could, you could.
Who's Meaningful Minutes?
Not sure.
Nachi, we love you. I'm kidding
We
around.
love you, Nachi. Back to, okay, that was one story. Then the Sergey Brin story. Okay, so Moshe Margaretin, you know him?
Yeah, he's the jail guy.
No.
Tzedek, yeah.
Tzedek. Yeah, he got the bail before. He got everything
Yes,
changed.
yes.
There's tons and tons of Yidden and Goyim that are out of prison today because of a religious Chassidish guy. He got Trump to sign this whole, it was Biden or Trump to sign this whole, what was the reform? The act, something act?
The
First act.
prison reform.
First act.
First step
act.
Yes.
And people are being let out of jail out of mercy and all types of stuff.
Do you know, you ever had him on the show yet?
Not yet.
One of the most interesting people. We'll call him after.
We'll get him on.
I'll ask him. He's Yiddish first language, but we'll get him.
I can speak Yiddish.
So I became friends with him, and he invited. So I was going to inauguration. I called him up. I told him I want to come to the inauguration. He said, "Come, come to my house." He has a gorgeous apartment there that somebody gave him for the week. You know how much hotel rooms were for the inauguration? Like $3,000 a night. They were and more
For a Motel 6, probably.
Yeah, motels exactly. Okay, so I stayed at his apartment. These guys brought boxes and boxes of sesame chicken and food like galore. He came with his whole team, and then we went to Shachars together. We davened with Jared Kushner's brother-in-law was not Donald Trump Jr. The other one was a Chiyuv. I'm very good friends with his son, so we had a Shachars at the Waldorf Trump Hotel, and then the Kushner family was going onto the bus to go to the
Actual inauguration,
actual
swearing in ceremony.
So I told Moshe, let's just follow them wherever they're going. We followed them, and they gave them all like wristbands for like the most chashuv sweets and whatever. So I took a wristband, and the suites were first come, first serve. So I took my own suite during the inauguration, and I had people coming by to me to come wrap tefillin. And then after that, they had a reception. Mark Zuckerberg and Miriam Adelson were hosting a reception, and I was on the phone with Shaul Nakash and Ariel. And Ariel tells me, you know Ariel, right?
Yeah, his brother. Sure.
So Ariel tells me that we have a reservation to it, but we have a reservation, but Shaul had a cold, he can't make it. So he said, just tell them your names are Ariel and Shaul Nakash and walk in. So that's what I did. I walked in. In the room, you had Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Miriam Adelson, and Tomer Fertitta. You had
And they all had the zchus to be surrounded by you.
you had Ben Shapiro, Governor Abbott. They had crew. Everybody could think of was in that room. If I bring like there's no tomorrow. And then we left that room and we went to there was a ball.
Yossi?
It was already nach Shkia. It was like in January. It was already 5 p.m. with Shkia. Then after that, there was a ball for like the most chashuva supporters. Moshe Margaretin was a big donor to J.D. Vance and this and that.
J.D. Vance. Another winner.
Another winner.
Another beauty.
Yeah. So he got tickets. It's over $100,000 a ticket to this ball.
And you went?
So I went to the ball, right? So I'm sitting there talking to one of my friends. You know Chira? Stanley Chira. So I was talking to Stanley Chira, another friend, Benjamin Cut.
He's dead. His kids are great. They all
Yeah,
have the same names.
They all have the same. So my friend's name's Stan Chira.
Okay.
And then he has and then we also have a friend named Ben.
No, because you don't want to boast. Nobody in the world, nobody has the access that you have. It's impossible.
You know Ben Kicks? You have to have him on the show. Very interesting guy. I'll tell you about him later. So I'm talking to Ben and Stan, right? We're sitting there. I look the person right behind them. There's no way. That's not Sergey. I Google Sergey
Brin, yeah.
Picture, and I Google it. That's Sergey Brin. I'm like, hey, I'm going to go over it. It's the founder of Google. I'm like, hey, Sergey, big fan of your work. Look at him. He's wearing a hostage necklace. So I take a picture with him and whatever, and we fabried. I asked him, have you ever wrapped tefillin before? He's like, no, never heard of that. What is it? So I explained to him what tefillin is. He gave me his email, which was a big rookie mistake. Because usually you tap the phone to get someone's number, but he owns Android, so he doesn't have an iPhone.
You say rookie mistake. What's a seasoned person do?
You get that number. You don't
Phone
take
number.
email for nothing.
Email's
Never take an
email's
email.
garbage.
Yeah, you never take emails. Don't even work.
I wanted to say something,
It's a
Moshe.
big
I
tip
said,
right
Moshe,
there.
I said the story multiple times. When we go to business shows and a guy gives me his business card or his email,
You give
it's
it back.
like,
You give it back.
You throw it in the garbage. Today, if you're not
No,
getting,
you give it back.
If you're not getting the guy's cell phone number that you can WhatsApp and call him, you're wasting your time.
You ever heard of Blackstone?
Yeah, it's like a big group. Yeah,
So I met the
Blackstone
chairman
group.
of Blackstone last week, and I tapped our phones together.
his name?
I gave name's David Blitzer. He owns a few sports teams here. He owns the Philadelphia 76er. Yeah. So Pasha gave me, he's a great guy. He's the chairman of Blackstone. They manage we're setting up a time to wrap tefillin in Eretz Hashem.
Blackstone they manage, if not trillions, hundreds of billions.
No,
not even a question.
over $1 trillion.
Over $1 trillion. They're like the biggest.
Yeah, they're the largest
He's
private
the chairman
equity
of
firm.
Blackstone?
Yeah, he's the chairman of Blackstone.
Big stuff.
And then there's the president of Blackstone, which is like a little higher.
Yossi, we started the show with this thing, but now you're dropping some gems, rookie mistakes. Give us some other rookie
I'll tell you.
mistakes. Yossi, give us some other rookie things when you're looking to network with high.
Main thing. Okay,
Net
so somebody
worth
called me
individuals.
up last week. Asked me, how do you take all the rejection and this and that? I tell them, I shoot so many shots every single day. I don't have time to realize who answered, who didn't. The only people that I realize are the ones that answered. If you send out 100 texts, 100 emails, 100 this, 100 calls, you don't remember who answered, who didn't answer. You just look at who answered.
When we called you, just straight off the record, on the record, when we called you, we asked you about yesterday, and you're like 9, 11, 12, 3, 8, 9, 10. Every single minute of your day was fully booked.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that you have no time for the rejection because you're so busy handling the success stories.
Hold on, I want to circle back.
It definitely didn't start like that.
He was almost thrown at Shiva many times. So
Can I know how to?
ADD people like myself,
Him and Chayo.
when you're used to all the rejection growing up from principals, schools, teachers.
I thank God I've had very good principals. I don't have anything bad to
He
say
said the
about any of
roast
these
threw you out
yeshivas.
almost 6 times.
But I'm still his Talmud Movak. Okay. I went to one of his grandchildren had a Shebrachs in the Arches a few last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
So I went by, And I went over to Rosh. I'm like, it's your Talmud Muvak here, your favorite person. You're not my Talmud Muvak. You have to learn something from me. What did you learn from me?
He loves shouting.
I'm like, I've learned so much from you. I can't even start how much I've learned from you. No, thank God.
The legend, the Rosh.
Thank God, yeah. Yeah, but just
So
shoot.
rookie mistakes. Just shoot a lot.
Just shoot so many
Get the
shots.
phone numbers.
Get as many phone numbers. Yeah, get the phone numbers and follow up. I'm actually something I should have done a long time ago, but I would advise you guys to start too. Is use CRM to track you're meeting hundreds of people
Like
a day.
Salesforce? Like a Salesforce?
The Salesforce is very advanced.
Did you meet the guy, Nisanoff, the guy that owns Salesforce, multi-billion-dollar company? He's out of California.
Benioff.
Benioff. What's his name?
Benioff?
You ever met him?
He follows me on social media, like we've spoken, but I've never met him in
Such a
person.
kiddush Hashem. His company is so powerful.
You know he doesn't miss a day of tefillin?
He doesn't miss a day at phone.
He has
He's very close to the Chabad Shliach there. What's his name?
he's
I heard
not.
he's.
Zarchi.
I heard he's very close to Zarchi. Gives him a lot of money.
I could be. I hope I'm mistaken. I don't know if that's true, but I hope I'm mistaken. It could be true.
And he's,
company
and
I
he's
used-
the big chassid.
I used to always hear about
He's definitely a
Salesforce.
chassid l'vash
No,
of
I used to always hear about Salesforce. I'm the most least technologically savvy guy in the world. It's a miracle that I get my phone to turn on every day.
Same here.
I literally am bad with technology. Moshe forced me into Instagram and YouTube and stuff. But
Why are you not on Twitter?
Listen, I don't know, but I worked for a company that changed the entire company to Salesforce, and they forced us to start using it. And it's like, oh my God, like the phone rings, you're tracking every call, every email, every correspondence.
I know this girl that has a show on Twitter. Probably gets similar amount of views as you guys. Maybe gets a little more. Probably gets a little more. Whatever. She's making millions of dollars a year
On Twitter.
on Twitter. Yeah.
I grew up in my house.
She has the biggest corporate sponsors giving her $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000.
It's a shame.
No, so I'm saying you guys have to post on Twitter. You know how many people like I've met at least probably 40 or 50
Twitter.
founders of multi-billion-dollar.
Twitter.
Mark Benioff, CEO of $300 billion company, follows me on Twitter, and I spoke to him on Twitter. Ivanka Trump, Jared, like a bunch of big people. Like the amount of people you can meet on Twitter is amazing.
I grew up on my house, and my father and mother are big chassidim of Rav Moshe Weber. Chassid Yerushalayim used to run the tefillin stand by the kosher.
Yes.
So whatever, I heard of it, whatever. No branded guy. Then one day I hear that Mark Benioff of Salesforce, his favorite, most wonderful, holy person in the world he knows is Moshe Weber.
Well,
'Cause
Moshe Weber passed away like 20 years ago, no?
I don't know exactly, but
15 years ago.
he used to like have a classic slap. He would like have a slap people in their face with love.
Right.
In front of the kosher. Yeah, it's still until he never had any kids. And Mark Benioff from Salesforce I think he has a picture of him in his house because I thought we're the only one that has a picture of Moshe Weber in our house. And
I'll share a story.
And Benioff liked him. Loved him.
in love. Tzaddik, the most special person in the world.
Like 2 years ago, I tweeted something about Benioff. No, I tweeted at Benioff or whatever. Somebody asked, why don't you wrap tefillin with Benioff? I said, it's a known thing that Mark wraps tefillin every day. So Mark responded, yeah, ever since I met with Moshe Weber 25 years ago.
Full circle.
And it was the first time he
brings
ever
the full
shared that
circle.
online.
Wow.
One of my friends that work for Mark showed me on his phone, like Mark sending him pictures of my tefillin. This kid's amazing, this and that.
I want to say one more story on Moshe Weber. Just why I believe my parents.
You
went
related
crazy.
or no?
No, not related at all. My parents moved to Israel. I don't know, after they got married or shortly after. They did not have money, and they needed some money. And somehow they met Moshe Weber. He never met in his life. Oh, you need money here? He came to my house, pulled out a wad of cash. You know,
What year is this?
I don't know.
Late 70s? Early 80s?
50, 40 years. I don't know what it was. Pulled out a wad of cash. Never met my parents in his life.
So Clappy, what's the goal for Clappy?
What's the goal?
Where you want to be?
We want to be Mefarsim Alikus in the world.
So you're going to start doing the same?
I'm going to have to.
So what do you think about Lubavitchers in general that go to conferences, go around? Let's not talk about Shulchan yet, but let's just Lubavitchers. Regular guys your age, 30s, 40s, that go around, they're doing business, they're working, and they maybe get one tefillin every 20, 30 years. Like, they mamish don't do mitzayim.
Yankee Markowitz.
I'm talking.
Yankee Mark is a great example of somebody that we should admire.
Yankee Markowitz's episode is airing tonight.
Amazing.
We're shooting next week's episode with you today, a week in advance. But
Wow, you guys are chashish.
Yankee, we're becoming very professional.
Yeah, very professional.
Hold on. We're never going to be professional. Let me make it
Yeah,
clear.
God forbid.
I walked in today and the engineer said, your shirt is stained. You look horrible. So we're never going to be professional. I want to make that clear. Okay.
My
Okay.
goal is that Moshe and I are coming in with 3-piece suits, fancy Italian
not me.
shoes, ties, cufflinks.
I noticed his Prada shoes.
What is it?
I did notice his.
No,
Prada.
I think you should. I think we should step up the game with the dress in class. No, it's did I be shluchim?
I wouldn't say I stepped up. I started wearing my father's clothes more often than I wear my clothes. That's my step up.
Your
in
father
dressing.
is a very polished, classy guy.
He's a great dresser. God willing, I'll learn from
British.
him. Yeah, he's British.
He's very into minyanim. He's very into
Yes,
minyanim.
he's very
so
firm
my whole
with
life,
that.
if I go to 770 for Ma'ariv at night, any hour, he always comes. But I always give a look, like what shoes is he wearing, what pants,
Dress
what shoes.
British, speak Yiddish. They say.
Now he's very into mikvah every morning, minyanim, learning, Rambam, whatever. He's definitely a great role
So
model.
Yankee Markowitz goes to
conferences and gets
sometimes
tons of
as many as 40 a year, and he brings his tefillin with him, and he puts on tefillin with a lot of people. I started off an hour ago telling you that I'm embarrassed, and I have to step up and return to my
No, man,
tshuva and put tefillin on
I'm
with
not telling you
people.
this because of you. I'm telling you this
Right.
because of the amount of Anash that are going to
So-
listen to this. And not just Anash, people that are not Lubavitch. I got a text yesterday from a guy says, I was at a conference and the guy speaking to was Jewish. I realized he didn't put on tefillin since his bar mitzvah. And I put on tefillin with him. We said the bracha. We said Shema. I want to know, did I do it right? It was his first time doing mitzvah. I
Yep.
said, you did amazing. And I'm looking forward to hearing next time. But
Do
the amount
you have a fill account?
I wish, but it's,
Could
thank
you start
God.
today? Hold on a second. You're all about starting new things today. Yossi, today, right now, I want you to have some app, or maybe someone can
I know
AI
there's
you
a
app
good, I know.
right now and just click it. Boom, boom, boom. Can
you're
you do
right.
that? And
You're
then put it
right.
on your Instagram or whatever.
We start, I don't know.
Today, now, like
No, you're
geez,
right.
the way he pushes
No, I'm
this.
saying I've already-
See how he
You know what?
closes?
You know what? We each have to take on something. If
not a
people
bad
will
idea.
watch your tefillin count, you'll inspire the whole world. Could you start keeping a tefillin count like Moshe
Yeah,
asked you?
finally,
you
push
And
back.
I'm already
and
at
I
like
wanna have
5,000,
to-
6,000.
5, 6, so start at
And
5,000.
I want to have to start reporting back, let's say monthly to you, how many people I put on tefillin because it's so against my comfort zone that we should start having to report to you monthly how many tefillins we put on with people. And anybody watching should take on goals on how many tefillins they put on with people because we have to change the trajectory of where Mitzvah Tefillin is going.
Wow.
Yossi, shares. Any tech guys give you some shares in the company or not yet?
I'm working on it.
Oh, so there is some fundraising
No, I'm kidding.
element, or-
I'm kidding. No.
Yossi, is
Not yet, not yet.
Is your money change hands? Like, how does your whole business? Do people donate? Does you have a not for profit? If someone's inspired by your work, could they send you money?
There's people that have been
Could they
telling
send us money in your honor? I mean, how's
that.
Why don't you have a 501c3 non-for-profit that people could donate tefillin and you could get tefillin thousands of dollars, especially if you want good kosher
Thank
tefillin
God.
that don't have a tefillin truck going around telling you about the not kosher tefillin.
Thank
Is the
God.
truck also?
Yeah, he had a truck on Friday talking about all the pasta with tefillin, whatever.
Thank God.
Let's focus on
I
the
just had someone that
positive.
donated 100 pairs. I had a girl that got married 2 nights ago. She donated 280 or 300 pairs. Like, I Baruch Hashem, when it comes to sponsoring tefillin, like, we have more than enough.
Never enough. There's
okay, it's
never
never
enough. You
enough.
could
But-
always do more.
For every person that reaches out, Baruch Hashem, we make sure they get tefillin. That's
what
what I
does
mean.
tefillin cost these days? for
What's a
people?
good pair of kosher tefillin?
700, like 700, 800, 750.
There'll be no scandal. There'll be 100%
750.
kosher. Anybody you bring it to check, they'll say it's kosher. $750. You could get a kosher pair of tefillin.
Well, don't forget, I'm not the expert. I'm not safe for anything, but that's usually what I'm paying, $750. I don't like to get discounts.
I think
or
you totally
anything.
got to go up $770.
I don't think I've ever asked for
I
a.
think $770 would more people would sponsor.
I don't think I've ever. I don't know. I almost never asked for like a discount. Pay full price. Asked Mr. Stam guy. I gave him probably $250,000 or probably more.
I got you 8 mezuzahs.
yes.
I met you on the train on your birthday.
Somebody just sent me 50 mezuzahs the other day.
I met you on the train on your birthday, and you said you were going to 2 powerful tech guys, and you said you're putting up mezuzahs. I said if I get you
and
more,
the tech guys
and I
couldn't
said-
afford the mezuzahs, so
and I
you
said if I
came
get
through.
you, if I get you
That's
more
very nice
mezuzahs,
of you.
I said if I get you more mezuzahs, will you sponsor? I called the guy up. He said 8 mezuzahs. You picked it up, right?
Yes, I did. We used them. That was
The
after I gave him.
powerful tech guys.
I already gave him $250,000 in business. Baruch Hashem. There's this rabbi, Ariel Stern in Lubavitch or Shliach, Montreal, exactly.
Westmount.
He has a ball bus that sponsors mezuzahs for anybody that wants. They just sent me 50 mezuzahs, which is what, $3,500–4,000 worth of mezuzahs.
Wow.
I just put up yesterday that $2 billion company I was just telling you about yesterday.
We spoke about maybe two famous people. Tell us about more famous people that you've met what it was like meeting them in
there's
person and their personalities.
Yes, I had one story I had to share with you. He had a question about putting on tefillin after Shkia.
Oh,
So there is one exception according to halacha. So obviously we don't put on tefillin when it's dark outside, but there's one exception. The exception is like a kafta deloy marach tefillin. A person that's never put on tefillin their entire life If you have the opportunity to wrap it with them at night, you're allowed to.
Who says you're allowed to?
Who's the Paisik?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm finished getting.
If I stop Rabbi Brian today in the street, say, Rabbi Brian, Rav of Crown Heights, could I put on phone with a guy I never put on phone in his life? He's 54.
Never met Rabbi
I'm
Brian.
at a conference. I'm asking if I stop a famous Rav, you think he'll tell me straight up yes?
If he's learned, yeah, probably. I'm saying if he learns halacha, then he would know.
I'm going to ask him tonight.
100%.
I'll ask him today. Why not? I don't even want to wait till
If
tonight.
he says no, I'm saying then it's I'm an answer.
I might have to fact check it before we put this out. No, Moshe, we have to fact. Is there a halachic advisory team?
You're saying decades. Everyone is decades, so we're not fact checking.
Okay, so you want to
I
hear?
never heard in 40 years that you put
You
Phil
wanna
on
hear a good
a guy.
story on
So
that?
one second, you asked if a guy never put on Phil in his life, you're allowed to put him on
Tommy,
Phil at
can
night.
you-
I don't think I've
Yankee.
ever done it in my life,
And do a
but
bracha.
I'm saying in theory.
And do a bracha.
One second,
Maybe without a
Yankee,
bracha.
the other big podcasts
Without a
have
bracha.
the screen and they do like pull up Google searches. Yankee, can we implement in our show? Yes or no? But in future, Yankee Taliban, where we're filming today, flow motion, we're getting very comfortable here, Clappy. Is this a long-term relationship or?
It depends.
Where was it? You guys have
We
another,
check certain boxes.
you guys have another studio.
So
in
far, we're
Florence?
happy.
We've used other places.
Okay, so you want to hear a good story on that?
I love hearing stories.
I also want to hear your wish list of who you want to put on
Yeah.
phone.
Sadly, there hasn't been a good ending yet to the story, but with the Rabbi's brachas, it will happen. But actually, I'll start a little early. I saw on Instagram, this kid reaches out to me. Are you going to the Kinnos? 19-year-old kid from Montreal.
Kinnis means the Grand Chabad Conference every year. Held
Conference
in,
of Chabad rabbis.
Yeah.
I said I had no plans. He said, we're taking a plane from Miami. You want to come? I said, sure. And I've never been on a private jet in my life.
At the time.
At the time. So I hopped aboard. So I get there. Turns out the boss of the plane didn't end up coming out of cold, but he let us use his plane. $80 million plane. We just me and this kid's brother, 22-year-old guy. Just the two of us and like one other guy.
Does the plane shake?
No.
Guy in shul by the Kiddush this week told me that, the Gulfstream 650s, 550s, it's so cool. He's like, JetBlue plane doesn't shake as much of these planes. The turbulence, I was nauseous. It's not true?
No. Okay, so, and it's also a kosher plane, so they were making us hash browns and eggs and fancy stuff in the morning.
Sounds like a potato
on the
bagel
way
to me, I don't
there.
know.
We flew in for the Kinnis we flew in straight to New Jersey in the morning, flew back straight at night, was home
Both ways, private jet.
both ways. What's it called? And on the way back, they're making us tacos and this and that, all for bison, for bringen. But basically, so on the way back, we had a bunch of people that hitchhiked the ride with us. Rabbi Kotlarski's brother, Mandy Kotlarski's brother, and a few other people. There was one cash events guy, Ephraim Kaufman, that joined. And I don't know why, but he felt he had to be thankful for me, like it was my plane or whatever. He wanted to give me a gift. So he said, well, what can I give you? So I said, Larry David is having a show in...
I love Larry David. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Exactly.
I watched every episode. It was like on slow motion. I hopped in every word. I'm obsessed with the guy.
Okay, so I said, Larry David's hosting a show in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I would love to go. I said, sure, come to my office tomorrow, buy tickets. He buys me tickets, mamish row 3 or 4 or 5, $600, $700 tickets. Buys for me and a friend. Spent like, I don't know, $1,200, $1,300. Had these chashuva tickets. And my idea was I'll bring tefillin and I'll ask him to put on tefillin.
Was that day or night?
So it was at night.
It's his first time? You think he did it before?
Listen.
Oh.
Okay, so I got there. At the end of the show, they had a question and answer. Keep in mind, there's over 6,000 people in the theater. It was like a massive theater, and I'm sitting right in the front. And I get up, I raise my hand because I'm in the front. They let me ask a question. I'm like, Larry, I have 2 questions for you. One, Larry, have you ever rapped tefillin before? He starts laughing. Yeah, can you imagine what it takes to get Larry David to laugh? He starts laughing. He says, no. So I asked him, let's do it. He continues laughing. He's like, I can't think of the amount of money it would take me to go put on tefillin. So I did a rap tefillin. After, Rabbi Shay's Tab calls me up and says, Yossi, wow, crazy story. Does this happen at day or night? He said, night. I told him night. He said, what if he would have said yes? I said, I would have figured it out then. I don't plan so far in advance. First you ask, you figure out the details later. You can tell him tomorrow. You can tell him in the morning. I don't know. It's amazing. He said a normal person wouldn't ask because it's at night. But thank God. It was a cool experience.
Did you get him eventually?
So, yeah, he didn't get him yet.
Not yet. He's a very stubborn guy, so I'm sure you can imagine.
Can imagine.
Who's your wish list? Top 10.
Larry David, for sure.
Larry David, Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld never did fill-in?
I have no idea. I would rap someone.
He's
even
a
if it's
very
not-
proud Jew. It's
Yeah.
Go to
very-
the next show and do the Q&A.
Yeah. Jerry Seinfeld.
Hold on, whoever wants to sponsor is Yossi Farro's
Q&A.
next Jerry Seinfeld show, because you said there's a Q&A after, right?
I went to the Beekman Theater last year with my wife to hear Jerry Seinfeld, and at the end, there was an opener, and then there was him. And at the end, he's like, I'm not in a rush. He's like, does anybody have
He's a great
questions?
guy.
And he stayed for a Q&A for maybe a half hour. People asked him a lot of questions. I didn't ask him a question because I'm not Yossi Farro, but I should have asked him if he ever put on fill-in. And, you know, if he would have answered yes, if he would have answered that he's ready to do it, I would say Yossi Farro will be at your house tomorrow.
No, I think in the right time, in Meretz Hashem, it's going to happen.
Seinfeld, Larry David, who else?
Mark Zuckerberg would be cool. Sam Altman.
Mark Zuckerberg never did it?
I rap people even if they've rapped before.
Because Zuckerberg will put a picture of him and his Asian wife like eating hamantashen and lighting the menorah. Like they're very proud. No?
Who else? Sam Altman.
Daria Amadei. Larry Ellison would be nice. Michael Dell. Sergey Brin, we have to still get. Mark Cuban.
Oh, you asked him for a fill-in, and he said, email me?
Who?
When you met him at the ball, you asked him about
That wasn't me that met him. It was someone else in that video.
No, you said Sergey
You
Brin
said you met him at the bowl
Oh,
at
yeah.
the DC thing. He
Sergey
gave you
said
his
email.
email. Yeah,
He
email.
never answered.
I got you.
Not yet. Not yet.
No.
Oh, so who else did you meet that you had success story that was like, and the experience of meeting them? Who was the other big, powerful players?
That guy Joe Lonstow I told you the story with was very nice. Ryan Cohen from GameStop. He was Geschmack.
Oh, he's the guy that got the entire market to like short GameStopping, like a
No.
nothing stock went up to like a
yeah, he
gazillion.
brought it up to
eBay?
a
And then he,
gazillion.
and then he
Was
like
it by eBay?
dropped it. Like he was like really manipulating the market. It was crazy.
He made crazy money.
So what's
yeah.
his personality like?
He's very.
He's a rebel.
I was actually texting him yesterday. He's great. I'll tell you how I met him. Do you know who Steve Witkoff is?
Heard the name.
You know
Trump's guy.
Trump's guy that did all the hostage negotiations.
Oh yeah. Whitcuff, yeah.
He's like a big real estate developer in the city in Miami.
He's the guy with Kushner now doing the whole
Exactly.
Iran deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Messing around over there. I don't know what's going on.
So I've got to know his kids pretty well. So I was once talking to his son about putting on fill-in on a random Sunday. He's like, "Oh, my dad's hosting an event. Come by." So I came by. I'm sitting at the bar, and I go over to the guy. "Hey, do you rap fill-in today?" He says, "No, but Steve's getting up to talk or whatever. We'll do it after, whatever." So we're speaking to him. I'm like, "What do you do for a living?" He's like, "I'm the CEO of GameStop." I'm like, "Oh, nice. You know how much this guy's worth?
How much is he worth?
Over $5 billion."
That's right around your net worth, Clap, you know?
Huh?
That's right around your net worth.
He probably even has enough money to sponsor
How many
the
times you
Clappy
fly
and Friends
private?
show. What?
How many times did you fly private?
Twice?
Twice?
In one day.
Oh, that was one time.
Yeah, I'm not.
Guys,
Chabad is the largest.
Akash never invited you on the plane, Yossi?
No, they've never invited me.
Shaul?
Never.
Can we
You guys
change the
forget about
world?
Yossi Farro? I don't understand.
Yossi, can we change the rules? Every time I go to shul in the morning, every single day, young guys going out on shluchas, they're going out to open up Chabad Jewish or institutions in the world. They're trying to get $50, $100
I heard you're
donations.
very generous, Clappy.
You have.
The word on the street
I
is
give
that
a
you're
lot of money to tzedakah.
to the
Yesterday,
new shluchim. By the way, is off the record.
yesterday, a young schlepping father of growing family, trying to make some deals, whatever. I don't know how to say no to young shluchim going out, and fundraisers come knocking on my door. Yesterday, I gave $450 to
Wow,
tzedakah.
that's amazing.
That's not a lot of money, but I'm saying is I don't know how to say no. But I'm saying there's so many Jewish Chabad organizations that are struggling. You're friends with all the biggest billionaires in the world. You have to open up a 501c3 and tell people some of the causes that they're going to be giving to. You could have like one bank account for young Chabad families
Like a
around the
foundation.
world. You need to do something big. You have to tap into those resources. This little schnook, $5 billion. This guy, $250 billion. They're in your network. You need to make a non-501c3 and start distributing the wealth.
Crazy. A lot of these guys, even if they do give to Jewish causes, they'll give like $200-300 million to the whales in Uganda or a hospital.
Always the whales. Those whales are so loved. Go to
so
Bronx.
well-fed.
You go to Bronx Zoo. Every booth you go, you know the dark room with the crocodiles and the bats have like 40 Jewish names.
Or like ballet.
They're giving money to the bats in Bronx Zoo. There's 5,000 Chabad centers with Jewish children.
No, I'm saying.
Starving families. They could give money to Koil Chabad. They're feeding millions
I have a
of
great
people.
challenge for you guys. You guys should have on the podcast. He's a great example for other people. Igor Teleshinsky. You know who that is?
No. Tomaszewski? What did you say?
Teleshinsky. Igor Teleshinsky. He's like one of the biggest quant.
Yossi, now we're going to put up you to the test. Who could you bring to our show?
I'm sure I could bring a few people.
Yossi, that's gonna be our. We have a lot of tasks. We're shooting back and forth. Let's see who wins.
You know,
I'll take Larry David first.
Igor.
You could keep the billionaires.
What
You give me Larry
happened to
David.
George Roy? Getting George Roy?
George and Pamela Rohr.
Yeah.
Mendy Kotlarski's friends.
Yeah.
I'll bring them on.
I spoke to you guys about it.
They could come on. Yankee, we could get one more cheer. We'll have on the couple. Have on the young couple. He said we could do it.
Who are you talking about?
George and Pamela Rohr.
Who's that?
Kotlarski's Balabas.
The guy
George
gives-
Rohr.
George Roy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
There's a second half.
What is second half?
Never mind.
Yeah.
You guys haven't had David Schonstein on?
What was the story? Where are we holding with him?
I don't know.
I think he's been on a lot of podcasts lately.
Could be. Moshe Margaretin's a good one. He would be very good.
You about to say about Chalshinsky?
Oh yeah, Igor Teleshinsky. He gives like over $20, $30 million a year to Chabad. So like he's a massive donor to Chabad. He's a great example.
So we have 2 tasks for Yossi. We have
No, so go to Rabbi
no
Kotlarski.
3 tasks. 3 tasks. We have.
One minute, why haven't you guys had Mendy Kotlarski on?
I asked him only 50 times. He's playing hard to get, so he's hard to get. Mazel tov.
Clap. We have 3 tasks. He has to make an app counter, seeing how many tefillin he makes. Number 2, he has
Get you
to
some guests.
guess, and
High profile guest.
3, he has to open up a foundation from all his wealthy people
And get the money to go back to Chabad causes. Yeah.
because it's about being cool, right? How do these people end up with the whales? They go to play golf in their golf course or whatever, and they're in the F1 race in Monaco.
Race, yeah.
And they're like, oh, so Johnny, we're doing a charity and honoring me for the whales, and then suddenly get all the 50 friends to give to the whales.
He's the only Chabad guy that these doors open up to.
No,
that he
it's
could be
just-
at these events, so he could get them in.
Just like in your shul, right? They do a fundraiser, everyone gives why it's just social peer pressure.
I just don't want to.
These
What's it
people,
called?
it's the same exact.
You just
thing.
don't want to what?
I don't want someone to think, oh, this guy's. Every rabbi that comes to their office, they're like, okay, this rabbi
No,
ultimately.
the money's not going
wants
to
to be
you.
the-
No,
It's going to the foundation. There'll be a board. I'll be on the board for free. I'll
He
be on the
doesn't.
board.
He wants to be the rabbi that doesn't ask for money.
Yeah.
No, they're
Every-
going to want to give on your own. They're going to say, you
If
changed
they
my
want to
life.
give on their own, I have a list of shluchim they
No,
can
no,
give.
no, no, no. It has to go through. It has to go through.
I don't know why. For some reason, nobody ever comes and says, I have $1 million to give.
Never happened with all
It's
the people
never
you met.
happened. I've met a lot of people.
Yossi, they know you're sincere. You don't need their money. You're doing just fine. You are. You have a PhD. Papa has dough. You're doing just great. You're on the private jets. You're at the $100,000 balls. You're getting invited already. Whatever. But I think you have to be the gatekeeper for these billionaires that the money goes into the right
I don't
hands.
have a PhD compared to some of the PhDs I've met.
You're doing great. And I think I want to be on the board of directors, and I'm going to help you make sure the money goes to the right hands because I don't have sticky fingers, and I know who's doing the good work that needs to be funded by the Yossi Farro 501c3 Foundation for Chabad causes. We'll put Mendy Kotlarski on the board. We'll put Shmaya Krinsky on the board. We'll have all the Kaddish Mutkin will be on the board.
Roy Kotlarski, I spoke to him. He said, I don't need 1 million donors. He said, I need like one more Dan Loeb, one more Alex Karp, one more George Rohr. He said, I need one more of
A
those.
few whales. You didn't need that many whales.
You need two
Well,
whales.
2 whales to
That's
to
funny.
give
These
money
whales
to
give
you.
$100, $200 million to whatever. They give $5 or $10 million to Chabad. That's like crazy. 20
It shouldn't be
million.
even $5 million to Chabad is like a penny in the bucket.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
These guys, their net worth goes up and down 100, 200 million a day.
Yossi, do you have any good pickup lines for film? Like, do you have any
Number one thing I usually
top
use
3
is,
lines, pickup lines for getting its film?
tell you, the number one thing I usually say is, first of all, what's to lose? Tell me how much you could
No,
gain.
what's
how
the
much
first line? Hello, are you Jewish? What's
Yeah,
No, that's
that's all.
it.
Period. Never
Let's do role playing here. You meet me on the street.
Excuse me, sorry, Jewish.
No.
Have a good day.
Have an amazing day.
Start again. Say it again, Yossi.
No, but soon you'll be able to say you're not Jewish. Do you want to give money to my foundation?
Excuse me, sorry, you Jewish.
Yes.
Let's wrap tefillin.
Nah, not for me.
Okay. I usually walk away.
Oh, you don't try to.
You're not
double
the guy
check.
At
that
this
tries to.
point, Baruch Hashem, I have so many people that do want to put on tefillin. I can't. I don't.
But let's see pre Yossi celebrity Farro.
Yeah. Okay. So I
Let's
tell
go.
them. I tell them what's to lose. Why not?
I'm just too busy.
Takes a minute.
Takes a minute. Literally, 90 seconds or it's free.
Yeah, I'm just not for me. No.
What?
Yeah, I'm in a rush. I got to catch a train, a flight, a plane, a
You
private
have 2
plane.
minutes.
What?
You don't have 2 minutes.
They'll sit and argue for 10 minutes how they don't have time.
There's a guy I had lunch with yesterday. It was back in the day, so I sat with him for like 10 minutes, pushing arguing. Finally, after he's like, "Okay, I'll put on tefillin at home, but can you give me a blessing that my team's gonna win the Super Bowl? It's the day of the Super Bowl. I'll make you a deal. I give you a blessing your team's gonna win. No, if you wrap tefillin, I guarantee you, if you wrap tefillin before the game starts, I guarantee you your team's gonna win. He said, deal. He sent me a selfie of him wrapping tefillin before the game started.
Oh my God, the pressure.
What pressure? I'm a kohen.
And
his team won the Super Bowl. He said, hey, come over to my office. Started coming over to his office. We'd learn together every week. And I'm not really a guy that learns, but I don't know why. At that point, I was learning. I should learn more.
Talmud Muvak.
Yeah, I'm a Talmud
I
Muvak.
want to give not Musser to an 80-year-old Rosh Hashiva, but I have a feeling that guys like the Rosh that are like rough, tough on guys that are not learning Nemuki Yosef and Marshaz all day, and they're dismissive of the Bachrim. I want to just say this on the record, no editing, Yankee. They should pay much more attention to guys like you than the guys that are going to sit and steig 19 hours a day. The guys that are going to steig 19 hours a day.
Give me a lot of attention.
No, the guys that are going to steig 19 hours a day will steig. They don't even need you. They're going to steig in the other yeshiva. Guys like you are going to make such a big difference in the future of Judaism, bringing people to...
No, but no hate against the Rosh.
No, not the Rosh. All the yeshivas in the world.
No hate against the Rosh.
No, again, you're so worried. Nobody hating on the Rosh. The Rosh Yeshivas have to give attention to the guys that are the movers and shakers that are doing Mitzvahim, and they're going to be the guys that are going to bring you all the money one day. The guys learning 19 hours a day are never going to bring you a nickel, okay? It's a business investment and a spiritual investment. Give the attention to the Yossi Pharaohs. The 19-hour-a-day nudniks, they don't need you.
$1 million question. You think the Rosh listens to the Copy and Frank show?
I know for a fact.
He does, right?
I don't know. He probably listens to some episodes, but I will tell you that a guy like Avram Fried, the biggest celebrity superstar in the entire world, gave a shout out to the show last night at the All Day Barbecue.
This.
They're watching. They're listening. We know they are.
I heard he didn't know which one was Clappy, which one was Frank.
So you see my pink iron shirt didn't even help me.
That's why I don't.
He's tucked in, pink iron.
Can't
Wow.
figure out the two.
Clappy's becoming very, very prestigious.
I saw a meme.
No, so, okay, you guys never answered my question. Why don't...
What was the meme?
I saw a meme like Pesach time.
Yeah.
It said, Rosh Yeshivas take notice of which kids have car washes business now. Because they're going to be your future donors. Be nice to them.
That's amazing. So do you post on LinkedIn?
Yes.
A lot? Every day?
No.
3 times a week?
I feel like LinkedIn has to be more business focused. So if I have a business focused piece of content,
Thank God, a lot of views and a lot of followers and a lot of...
it's not business at all.
Moshe told me about a year ago, he says, every single day I should be posting on social media. I said, it's free. Why not? It's so easy. And it's not so easy because some days you're in the mood, some days you're not in the mood. Now, shliach oisa shliach. Wait. Shliach oisa shliach practice. I try to post every day. I did miss a lot of days. I meet Mika Sofer's daughter-in-law a few days ago on Albany Avenue, and I told her, I see you're popping up on social media a lot. She started an Instagram channel, motivational stories.
What's the channel called?
What?
What's your channel called?
I don't know, but she's very good. And she said, you have any advice? I said, you have to post every single day, and you're going to be so successful, and you're going to become so popular. And I was basically repeating what you told me. Because 99% of the people are not going to post on social media, and the ones that do are not going to post every day.
Don't kill yourself to put out a bad piece of content if you don't have anything good
There's
to
so
say.
much going on in the world, it's easy to put out good content every day.
You know what the issue is?
So much going on.
So one thing, why don't you post on Twitter?
I don't know
That's
why.
our
I got
question.
comfortable on Instagram. That became like my place.
Yeah, but like,
I went from 0 to what am I? 40,000. I went from 0 to 40,000 like in a few months.
I have a question
the
for
main
you.
thing is-
I have a question for you. What type of people do you want viewing your content? Like, who's your target audience?
Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
So you don't
Everybody.
care.
For what,
You
your
don't care if all
social?
your views are from Pakistan. You don't care.
They're not. I know for
No,
a
no,
fact
they're
they're
not.
not. We can monitor it.
No, obviously, but I know they're not. But you don't care.
I do care. I want it to be like my chevra also. People that are interested in my content.
So the point I'm trying to bring out is, I personally want to target a certain audience, right? Some of the most influential, successful people in the world. That's the people I want to target, right? I want, whether you're the CEO of this company or the founder of that company or this celebrity or different influential people. That's the people I'm trying to target. Obviously, I'm trying to target all different types of Yidden, but specifically every successful person, right? So one of the places that a lot of these, whether they're billionaires or even bigger or worth a couple $100 million,
LinkedIn.
they hang out on. No. LinkedIn is for middle managers.
Poor Nabach, only 100 million.
Yeah, like 10 million. No, but the highest caliber of people hang out on Twitter. Like Bill Ackman, for example, spends minimum 10 hours a day on Twitter. Ryan Cohen, this guy, that guy. The amount of Baruch Hashem, like billion-dollar CEOs I've had the honor of meeting through Twitter is insane. Like, I'm just posting every day on Twitter. And yeah, Baruch Hashem.
You're 22 years old. You're out of yeshiva. You already have smicha. You're a rabbi. You're running around the world. What are you looking for? Because there's a lot of single girls in Chabad. What are you looking for in a girl to even give her a date? What's your requirements? Because maybe I'll make you shidduch.
Yeah.
Your family pays what, $36,000 for your shidduch?
I'm not the one paying, so I cannot answer that. You'll have to talk to the boss. Never mind. I do know how much.
Your dad rented my show for a Purim party like 12 years ago, 11 years ago. And the next year he wanted it. And I'm like, you know what? We have to finish davening early and we can't do an early mincha. And it's just, you know what? I'm not doing it. And he's like, what's your price? And I was like, there's no price. I hung up. Calls me up a few nights later. He's like, what's your price?
He got it, no?
No. I'll tell you.
We moved it to...
I told him, no, there's no money. He's like, just tell me a number. And I was making $25 an hour, whatever. I was like, think whatever. And then I finally told him, Mandy, I want to tell you something. I was like, the show's not interested. I'm the president. I said, basically, you're going to have to give me like an illegal bribe, like buy me a Rolex. I was like, it's not fair to my congregants. It's not, you're putting me in an uncomfortable situation. He says, if I'm putting you in an uncomfortable situation, I will not bother you again. I'll go somewhere else.
It sounds like him. Yeah. We moved to that flower store. I don't know if it still exists.
Anyways.
No, so
I'm sure they're going to be, I would be well compensated. So I want to know, what are you looking for in a shidduch? And
you're competing with the whole world now.
I think I have a good, we'll do it.
Great question. I guess I'm looking for definitely somebody smart. Somebody like I could like have a conversation. Like some of these people like me, oh yeah, I just want to marry someone like young and dumb, right? You know what I'm saying? You hear that?
I've heard that sadly.
Yeah. So definitely not like somebody. I want to marry someone kind, someone that could definitely understand what I'm doing and not just tolerate it, but like I've actually heard this about your wife. That she gets koiches and chayas from all your pu'ulos. Is this true? I don't know. I heard she sheps nachas from your work. Is this true or no?
Behind his back.
What? It's not true.
I don't know. I'm sure she does.
I've heard this from people. I could be wrong.
Look how
I love when the tables get flipped. He gets very quiet. He gets very quiet. He's smart.
I'm still trying to get her to watch the podcast.
You should know, my wife does not watch the podcast. She only reads the comments. And guess what all the comments say? You're the worst. You interrupt. So she's like,
you guys do interrupt.
Look at all these comments. Look at that. I was like, can you please watch the show?
I one time promised her that this episode that we're releasing is the greatest one in the world. I was like, we should put it on a big screen, get popcorn, I got cold soda, seltzer, ice cubes, whatever. She puts it on. 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. By 9 minutes in, she's already on her phone, Instagram. She's not watching. After 20 minutes, I said, Chani, I know you're a supportive wife. Don't torture yourself. It's like 3 hours. You could turn the channel. You can do whatever.
I'm a big podcast guy. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Do you watch all ours, Yossi?
What?
Do you watch our podcast?
Yeah.
What percent of them?
More than 50.
More than 50. What percent of the show do you listen to?
Whole thing.
Whole thing.
On double speed.
On double speed. When do you do it? Usually while you're moving and walking?
Yeah, moving and walking.
Or walking.
But do you want your wife to be like you, like Mitzrayim outreach, or she just has to tolerate your outreach? She doesn't have
Not
to be
tolerate, the opposite.
No, she has to be supportive of yours, but she doesn't have to run around to stop every girl to do light Shabbos candles. You want her to do that? You would be happy if she did that?
No. I mean, I give up to her, but it's not
a requirement.
Not a requirement whatsoever, no.
You looking for Gej?
Obviously. I think I would tolerate anything else. God forbid. I'd rather marry a guy than not Gej.
Rich?
No, I don't care.
You're saying Giyanis? Okay, Balchuva, no way.
Never. No, I'm kidding.
She's had a good 30-second soundbite?
I think Yossi Farro.
No, it's a joke. Don't clip that one.
I think Yossi Farro is his own Gish.
Don't clip any of
his kids and grandkids are all going to say, my grandfather Yossi Farro. Like his own. Gish is off.
No, I was kidding about the Gesh part.
Gish is great. It means, your family stuck it through some very difficult
I don't really see what it adds in anything.
Bragging rights.
Besides for that.
When you have nothing else to brag about, you could talk about your great-grandfather. But Yossi Farro's kids are all going to say...
What do you think of this new trend? It used to be like, you see a picture coming out of the oil. It used to be like I'm going to think of the first names, Barash to a Goldman. I don't know, Kesselman to Magalnik. I don't know, people are going to be angry. I'm throwing names. People, neighbors and people on my block, whatever. The names would come out like whatever. Today, you go on COL, where you go on to any like WhatsApp group. You see yesterday, Chang, Asian girl, Chang, to like a five-town guy like Brook and Plop and Flop. Like whatever, and both don't look Chabad, like whatever.
No, funny. Like one of my close friends.
Is it like a thing now in the non-Chabad world? Like everybody just goes to the oil to get.
Yeah. So one of my close friends, he's like Modoc's from New Jersey.
Hold on, more important, does CO have to post it or not? That's.
I think anybody that sends their picture, they'll post it. Why not?
Yeah, it goes around. It's engagement.
You're almost not engaged if it's not on COL.
Yeah.
If you're married with 10 kids and your engagement wasn't on COL, are you really engaged?
Did you guys have a picture outside the IO when you got married?
I don't think you could get engaged without it.
I'm saying, but you lived in the olden
15
days,
years
no?
ago. 15 years ago, you had to.
Oh, you had
People
to.
already had iPhones, Blackberries, whatever. I mean, you had a picture, sure.
Wow.
There's like a
so
gatekeeper. Who's that?
Mine is in the-
Who's that guy that tries to stop the picture
Oh,
outside
that
the
guy's
aisle?
crazy.
That guy's like,
That guy's insane.
He tries to stop the picture outside the aisle.
He stands there?
He's like a gatekeeper.
Yeah,
he like
he's-
chases
he's
people. Like,
crazy.
yeah, he like harasses people.
A Bacher? What is he?
Nah, definitely a bacher, but not young. Not a young bacher.
Chases him away?
Yeah.
He puts his hand, what does he do?
Mid-30s, like he's more than autistic, but
Maybe he's jealous that he's not.
here we should have talked Lashon Hara.
But he
I don't mean to
blocks
be a
pictures?
snag.
What does he do exactly? What's the...
He like,
No,
tries,
yeah, pushes
he
people.
tries to
line,
intimidate
man.
you not to do it.
So he stands outside all day, 24 hours?
No, the morning, the busy hours.
If he knows that you're coming to get that picture, he'll try to intimidate you.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Is it Abba Refson approved?
I don't think so. I hope not.
There is a sign no taking
Oil
pictures.
has a good thing going over
you guys
there.
had on Shei's
I went to
tab yet?
Gimel they had tuna sandwiches, good tuna sandwiches. I brought you one to the car.
Why haven't you guys had on Shei's tab yet?
Great question.
He would be a great hang.
Great question.
Schmacky guy. What about you, Yossi Jacobson?
All the famous names you're saying.
No, but you guys have to.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
we
what.
have
I
a
think
s-
we added a box. We have the elevator guy on. We have the guy that like went to jail 11 times. It's like, like we have.
No,
like
you know who
these-
Theo Von is? The
Do we know
podca-
what?
Yeah.
Podcaster, Theo Von.
What's it called? Diovan?
Theo Von, yeah.
Theovan?
Whatever, Stum. He has a hergish, like he'll sometimes have on like a
Garbage
he'll
man,
have
right?
on Donald Trump or he'll have on New York City Garbage Man. Those are both guests back to back.
To me personally, the garbage man's a lot more important to my life. Like, I need the garbage taken out every day. Presidents come and go. Sanitation department in New York is the greatest.
We do have a certain... I think...
What do you guys think about Brett Lander?
We were gonna almost have somebody on this week. We're not doing it because whatever. But
You guys are very brand safe.
It seems like everybody that won that all the like the pro Hamas, pro terrorist candidates all won in this election,
know
which makes me very uncomfortable in New York City. Like,
No, so I'll tell you,
it's not
somebody-
enough that we have Mamdani. What did he call yesterday? He called a guy that was like running around with machine guns shooting up Gaza. He called him a journalist.
Yeah, he called him a journalist.
Journalist, like this guy's out to lunch and he ain't coming back for dinner. This Mamdani guy, he's crazy.
But you have to give him credit. He's a very good content creator. He does very well.
content creator.
He's He's very
He's
talented.
supporting terrorists, but he's a good content creator.
Yeah, he can make a good TikTok dance. He's good.
Raps.
Yeah, he raps.
You know what's amazing branding? Just talking about the Zoran. He wears a Knicks shirt now all day long under a suit to try to capture. I just wanted some branding lessons.
He's so
Talking about his brand.
He's
trying to
amazing.
capture the New York love and excitement, and he just wears a stupid under a suit all day long.
this
Okay,
guy-
back
And then
to
he sits at his $10,000 Knicks seat. He's with the
No,
people.
no. He said he bought a ticket for $1,000.
Directly
A
$1,000.
standing
How'd you
room.
buy?
standing-
How'd you buy a ticket for $1,000? Nobody
Thank
else
you.
could find
Exactly.
those tickets. Only he was able to get
Scam.
it. He put in NYC Mayor code. He's
I'll
able
say-
to get it
I
for
will say one
$1,000.
thing about
went-
Mamdani. He's very charming.
Super charming.
Beautiful
Baruch Hashem.
smile. He says things that people that are not smart think are smart a lot of the times. Like say the right.
He's very
kind of
good.
thing. He's very good. Shia Hecht said that when he had a meeting with him after he became mayor, he's like, Mr. Mayor, I don't need to lecture you. You figured out how to win. But I will say this on the record. What he is doing, he's saying things that are very dangerous. And he's getting very, very comfortable supporting very, very bad people.
And he's getting more and more
making it cool,
comfortable.
and he's making it cool, like people that are the more anti-Zionist, anti-Israel, which is basically saying anti-Jew, promoting these people to getting into public office. As a religious
We take a break for a bathroom.
Hasidic Jew, I'm very, very uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable with the way the mayor of the city is acting. I'm very uncomfortable.
What did you say? What'd you say?
I'm going to start again for Shecht, and you'll go to the bathroom after.
You could say. Oh, you're saying it to me.
Yeah, and I'm saying it again on the camera. You ready? I will say that Shia Hecht was on the show. He said that after Mamdani won the mayor of New York, he met with him and he said, Mr. Mayor, I don't need to lecture you. You know how to win an election. You obviously know how to say the right things. But I will say behind his beautiful smile and his smart one-liners, I'm very uncomfortable with Mr. Mamdani, the way he speaks about Israel, the fact that he didn't march in the Israeli Day Parade, the first mayor in New York City ever not to march with millions of his constituents. Shame on you, Mr. Mayor, for boycotting the Israeli Day Parade. Makes us all feel very uncomfortable, very, very not nice. And now he supported all these major, major anti-Israel, anti-Zionist, which is another way of saying anti-Jewish people, and a lot of them won. So as a religious Jew living in New York City, I'm very uncomfortable with the way the mayor is acting, and I hope he changes his ways.
I don't think it's getting better, but whatever.
We have to hope for the best.
Oh, for sure.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been an honor and a pleasure to hang out with Yossi for almost the last 2.5 hours. I still think we're going to have to do a follow-up episode because I wanted to hear about all the celebrities and go through the experiences, and I think we're stuck with like 2 stories of who you met, so this is going to be...
What's your Instagram people want to follow, Yossi?
Just search up Yossi Farro anywhere.
Can I spell that?
YOSSIFARRO.
2 R's.
I double-checked. You have about 50,000 followers on Instagram, and hopefully it's going to continue growing.
God willing.
Thank you so much for coming here today, and I wish you a lot of success for everything you do.
Thank you.
Like and subscribe.